before we go live. Hurry up. There we go.
There we go.
We are live. Hello, everybody, whoever's here. I don't know. I'm just talking bollocks already. I've only just started. How's everyone doing in the chat? I hope you are all well. What day is it? Sunday. Sunday. It is Sunday tonight. That's what it is. Sunday, right? Please tell me it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. Hope everyone's having a good weekend, and it's a Sunday. I'm joined with, of course, the wonderful Soph, the incomparable Euphoria Pictures, Keith. Welcome, Keith.
Hey, Jason. Thanks for having me.
And for the first time on the channel, we have the man that has the VHS collection of a god, Gareth of Video Tasties. How's everyone doing, man? How's everyone doing?
Doing great, Jason. Doing great.
Yeah, fine. I thought it was Sunday. I thought it was Saturday.
We can pretend it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's a bit of a downer now.
Your wish was the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perpetual weekend.
Oh,
Perpetual.
can't say that word.
Right.
I'm not gonna try.
Right, is for you guys, is the audio good on from us to you? Can you hear both of us all right? Because we're using
Perfect.
one microphone.
Yeah, no problems.
My mum's watching. My mum's crying.
No swearing.
Hello. Guys in the comments, let me know if you can hear me and Soph at decent enough volume, because we're sharing one mic and it can be a bit awkward. But you two can hear us all right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
No
Right, I'm
problem,
going to
mate.
comments. We have I never could pronounce this guy's name because it's
Minhajul.
Minhajul, yeah. Minhajul, he says, "Hi Jason, it's been a while. Hope you are well." I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing good. How is everyone doing? I'm just going to extend his question to everyone else. How you doing, Soph? Right?
I'm all right. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, doing good, Keith. Yeah.
I'm doing great, Jason. Absolutely fantastic.
Gareth, doing good. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. We have James, movie bug in the chat.
Hi, James.
So James, how
Hey,
you doing,
James.
man? We're all doing good. We have Josh in the chat. Hello, Josh. Hope you're
Evening,
doing
Josh.
well.
Hey, Josh.
He's
Hello,
completely changed his channel, hasn't he? He does music now, which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he used to be movies, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do movie stuff, and now he's changed to just doing music.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
Is it two separate channels or just the one? He just changed his channel completely.
Yeah, I think he's overhauled his previous
Wow, okay.
channel. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, not his music taste is not mine. So, but what
Okay.
kind of music taste would you say Josh has? I wouldn't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to move on because I'm going to look like a twat. Connor Steed says hi. So hi, Connor. How you doing? Well?
There you go.
Hello, Linda. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, mother.
Hello, mother-in-law.
Sophie has to be in our best behaviour tonight. Hey.
Oh fuck! Oh damn! I swore. James says audio is all fine. That's good. I'm glad.
Perfect.
Great stuff. Good.
Movie Bug says getting through the new Stranger Things. Anyone else seen any of the new season? I've
Oh.
never seen any
Here's my
Stranger
chance
Things.
to talk. I've watched all 7 episodes. And now we have to wait like 5 weeks until the final 2. But I love it. It's literally, you should watch it. It's literally everything you love.
Probably. I probably do have to watch it. But if I will or not, it's a different matter.
Everyone
am
keeps
the
saying
one-
that to me as well. I heard the same thing. Everyone keeps telling me it's everything that you love about 80s nostalgia. And yeah, I still haven't watched it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've the problem I have is I don't know whether you guys suffer from the same thing. Is that someone recommended me something? It's really good. You should watch it. Okay, cool. You make a mental note and then you just don't bother watching.
Oh God.
It's literally everything you love. It's like body horror and like.
It's this. I remember when Game of Thrones was in its like height of popularity, like season 3 kind of thing, and season 3 aired, and everyone was like, "You gotta watch it, Jason. It's awesome." And I was like, "Yeah, I suppose." And then I think someone bought me the season 1 and season 2 on DVD. So I was like, I can't watch it now. Someone's bought it for me. So
Right. I don't.
So by the time I finished season 2, season 3 had finished, and then by that point I was like, I got to fucking watch season 3 now, don't I? Fuck. so I got into it late, and then I was just like hooked after that.
Same with Stranger Things though. I got into that about 2018.
Yeah.
And that was season 3 was due out, I think.
There's loads of shows, especially 90s shows.
I don't have the time. That's the problem with me. I honestly do not have the time to commit to these things.
Yeah, especially TV shows, because obviously you're going episode to episode. There's a lot more time investment there, isn't there?
Well, that's what I've done. I just watched like all the episodes.
Well, this new season, the episodes are even longer.
Yeah, they're like an hour and a bit each. The last two are about 2 and a bit hours.
Yeah, it's really dragging it out this time.
Oh, I don't
know about any. I don't know about any use, but I prefer the Ash vs the Evil Dead's, where each episode was like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, perfect.
That's
like
you can get through. Yeah, you get through one season in one night. It's ideal.
Keith, I cannot explain to you how much I adore that show. Fucking
no, it's incredible.
I watched one episode.
It's that one episode in the morgue is the best thing. You know what I'm talking about, Keith, right?
I know exactly what they're talking about. I even remember when we were watching it, and Ellen was sitting beside me, and I was like, I think I can see what they're going to do here, but surely they're not going to do it. Yeah. And then all of a sudden it starts happening.
It's so disgustingly just but you can't help but just laugh. It's like
what I keep thinking about is the people that are writing the scripts, and when they start writing all this down, where does that even come from?
No.
It's strange, but it's brilliant. Loved it.
I may sound like a sadistic psychopath by saying this, but I get kind of jealous. These people that bear in mind, I work for Greggs. I put that out there. I work for Greggs. It's not the most glorious job, but I get really jealous of these fucking people that their job, they get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to write to figure out how to kill people with movies. I want that job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I want that job.
Yeah, it sounds great, doesn't it?
Killed with a too hot pasty.
There's do you know the House franchise from the 80s?
Yeah.
I've only seen the first one. I love the first one's great. I love the first one.
Yeah.
There's this Japanese film called House as well from the 80s, and a character gets eaten by a piano. Is great.
It gets eaten by a piano.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Okay, that's very unique.
That's very Japanese, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Linda says, "Nice seeing you all." Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, Linda.
Adam Slater says hi. Hi, Adam. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Adam.
Linda says, "I got my eye, you lot." Well, don't stare too long. You might break.
You've got a lazy eye.
You're going home tomorrow. You're not going to have a walking in to see your mum. It's just like, how dare you?
Oh, sorry, I'll just come to it.
Okay. Here we go. I got to get into this conversation we had, Keith, earlier.
No, don't.
Sean Sheridan says, we've all seen Top Gun, waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray, but I heard good things. The new one he's talking.
Hey, right. Jason, off you go with that one. I am going to stare at this one.
Me and Sophie, we saw really good reviews and praise. We've never seen the original from 86, but we've got it on premium Blu-ray. Last night we thought, was it last night or night before? Night before, we thought we'd put it on. And we switched it off halfway through because we thought it was the most cringiest fucking mushy thing.
It was making me feel sick.
We've ever seen.
The
soundtrack's cool, but I couldn't buy this romance. Within like half an hour, she's like, "I love you." I'm like, "Oh, where's the bucket?"
You're not supposed to buy it. You're supposed to join the Navy after it. It's a Navy recruiting video.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Didn't you say a lot of people signed up?
Yeah, that 500% it went up in Navy recruitment after that film came out.
Wow.
Well, obviously, it's Hollywoodized to the point of nausea, right?
Yeah.
So it's nothing what aviation is.
Like, yeah, even the aviators say it's nothing like that.
So yeah, me and Seth didn't like Top Gun, the original at all. People might go, you can't have an opinion because you didn't watch the whole thing. Well, I watched enough to make my opinion on it. So.
We gave it over an hour.
Yeah. So,
I'm a bit like that with it. I'm a bit like that with a TV show. You know, if I start watching, if it doesn't hit and come kind of appeal to me after the first episode, I just give up on it.
With TV shows, I usually give TV shows a 3-episode window.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the new Top Gun could be good. It's been getting rave reviews, so it might be worth checking out. Maybe we can.
I can't wait. Can't wait to see it.
Maybe me and Soph can slog our way through the original just to go and see the new one, or not.
Yeah. It is.
But I can't imagine that there's going to be. It's weird. When I see in the trailers for the new Maverick movie, I kind of get the impression that it is one of them sequels that you probably don't necessarily need to see the original one.
Oh, okay.
You know,
no,
I thought maybe I'm wrong.
No, there's nothing really. Well, there's one major incident, but it just explains to you during the film. Like if you haven't seen the first one, it tells you flashbacks and everything.
Right.
So just to get my understanding correct, because Top Gun is the competition, isn't it? Like the best pilot, kind of like deciding who's the best pilot. I got that right from the original. So is it another Top Gun thing in the new one?
It's not a competition. It's a place where you're supposed to the best of the best at fighting go to dogfight because they're good at flying and missiles, but they're not good for dogfighting. They go to Top Gun to train. But in the original Top Gun, they don't do any dogfighting with machine guns, which is the whole point of the place.
Oh, okay.
But this time they do.
Okay, interesting. Cool. This next question is for me. If you've seen these films, you can obviously pitch in. I don't know how versed you guys are. Connor Steed says, which is better, Heisei Godzilla or Heisei Gamera? I'm going to throw my 2 cents in. Hands down, Heisei Gamera. That 90s Gamera trilogy, Heisei Gamera trilogy, is one of the best kaiju trilogies ever. So good. Oh, my opinion's offended Keith. He's left.
Yeah, look at that. I'm just going to say no, I haven't seen either.
Where'd you go?
Get a drink.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Heisei era of Gamera. No,
Absolutely not.
Just human.
Get on it, guys. If you like monster movies, it's like they're like peak monster movies. Like, but yeah, Arrow put out the Gamera box sets. That Heisei trilogy for Gamera is like some of the best monster movies ever made, in my opinion. They're so good. They're not just monster movies. They actually have like a really good like story narrative involved as well.
Okay.
Just great. And the actual practical effects in the suitmation, because it's still a guy in a suit, but you can tell the production has just been bumped up to crazy amounts, and it just looks awesome.
Okay.
Really recommend the Gamera trilogy. Heisei Godzilla is still good. So like it's probably my favorite era of Godzilla because they kept his suit design more consistent. So he looks more, whereas that Showa era, which is like the 50s to the 70s, he looks a bit more kind of goofy and cartoony with the suit. But in the Heisei era of Godzilla, he looks kind of mean and actually kind of scary. And I quite like that because that's what he should be. He's a fucking giant nuclear lizard that's going to destroy everything. Yeah.
Give me an education.
Anyway, enough of my Godzilla talk because I'm probably boring everyone in the chat. Linda says, hello, son-in-law. Hello. Movie Bug says, I'm on episode 5 of Stranger Things. In shock, Jason hasn't seen it. Seems right up his street.
I keep telling you this.
It probably is.
It literally is everything you love.
The thing is, there's probably 1,000 other shows that are probably up my street that I've not watched.
I just love Stranger Things.
There's like a myriad of 90s shows that were super popular that I've never seen. Buffy, never seen. X-Files, never seen.
Yep.
Xena, never seen. It's like all these shows everyone talks about.
I think I've seen bits of Xena when I was younger. Well, we know what we need to do.
I don't have the time to watch all these 90s shows.
No, it's too like, especially if you start X-Files and Buffy. Jesus,
Yeah.
it'd be
11
Wow.
seasons of X-Files.
yeah. What, 11, is it?
Oh, dear. Adam Slater says, Stranger Things sounds like everything I love about 80s, but I still haven't seen an episode. I prefer watching movies over box set style series. I would have to agree there, I think.
But Stranger Things, each episode feels like a film because of how long it is.
8-hour one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
Oh, where's the fucking chat gone? Oh shit, it's just jumped. Bastards. Movie Bug says, I guess he says I kind of like episodes being around the 45-minute mark, like the new Kenobi show, which has been awesome so far.
Still need to watch that.
Yeah, I've not watched it yet. I don't want to give Disney my money, so I'm going to wait until I can actually like get it some other way. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway.
But I don't mind episodes being 45 minutes long if there's only around 6 episodes a season. But when you see this like Walking Dead shit where there's like 20 episodes a season and they're 45 minutes long, and then the bulk of the episodes are just them way rambling on and just bullshitting out of them, and just get the fuck on with it. You know, it's
if you want a really good short series that is just fucking great. So if you know what I'm going to say, this show on Netflix is it on Netflix? It wasn't on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's 8 episodes long and it's fucking awesome. It's called Brand New Cherry Flavor. I cannot recommend it enough.
I think it's limited, so you want to watch it.
If you love really kind of obscure, kind of weird horror stuff, it is fucking awesome.
Okay. Keep it out.
In like 2 days.
Yeah, we binged it in like mostly a day, I think.
Yeah.
You missed the ending. She fell asleep.
Yeah, I need to actually watch the last episode to find out how it ended. But it was so good.
Yeah, it's honestly it's fucking
messed
awesome.
up, but it's so good.
There's some things in it I'm like, they approved this scene? Fuck. There's some really fucked up stuff. You're like, what the fuck is this?
One scene in particular is just wrong.
Yeah, there's one scene I'm like, I'm a bit uncomfortable here, guys. Like, it's really fucking. But it's great. It's a really, really good series. And 8 episodes, like, that's great. I can see a 8 episode thing. Like, that's what I'm liking so far with Netflix now. They're doing limited series, which is like, we paid for 10 episodes. That's it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
A little kind of mini series and then just ending it. That's why I can't get into. I'm into anime, but I can't get into these like shows that have been going on since like 1998. Like there's a show called One Piece anime. My brother loves it. He's like, Jason, you got to watch it. It's so good. I looked it up and it's on like 1,200 episodes. I'm just like, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. And like the comic creator, the guy who made the actual manga, he started the manga in 1996, right? I think in 2012 he was like, the manga's not even halfway yet. I'm like, you're fucking taking the piss. So that really put me off because I'm like, the anime adaptation is going to be about fucking like 10,000 episodes. At this point, I'm like, no, I'm out.
The hell of a boxer.
Can't do it. We have Pete, Playtinder guy in the chat. Hello, Pete.
Hi,
Thank
Pete.
you for joining. Evening, everyone.
Congratulations to Pete as well for hitting 1K subscribers.
1,000.
Golf clap.
Unbelievable. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah, man. It's good.
He's all right, I suppose, isn't he, Pete? Bless him.
Yeah, he's a good dude, you know. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
he said, hope you all had a great weekend.
Absolutely.
It's been all right. Weekend's been all right. Your weekend been all right?
Yeah, it's been all right.
How have your weekend been? Good? You have a good weekend so far, guys?
Well, not really, because I'm a Liverpool fan.
I can't relate because you're talking about football and I don't like football, right?
Yeah.
I see on the news the results.
Yeah. We lost the Champions League yesterday, so yeah, I could do it forgetting about this weekend.
My commiserations, Keith. Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't really get invested because I don't know.
Don't worry, I was okay. 3 beers later, I was fine.
Adam Slater says, I got halfway through season 2 of Breaking Bad and I realized not much has actually happened. Americans are very good at stringing things out for years upon years. But Adam, Breaking Bad is like the greatest TV show ever, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll still not watch Breaking Bad.
I will. That's just me joking, but I will. I love Breaking Bad. I think it's fucking brilliant, perfection, fucking awesome. But I tried to rewatch it with a mate to get him into it, and those first couple of seasons, I will agree, they're really slow. Especially when it kind of all blows up in the third season onwards, things start really going crazy. Those first 2 seasons are kind of a bit of a crawl. So I kind of can agree with you there.
That's what puts me off. Are you saying how slow it is?
Yeah, but it's good. It's good because it's building characters and building motives and motivations and relationships. It's good. But
I love that. It's good slow.
It is. Slow burn horror is a thing. I love slow burn horror as well. That's the thing. That's slow burn. I guess if that's a movie, you're not investing 2 seasons of slow burn. I guess.
Yeah, how many episodes was it? The first 2 seasons? 12 each?
Maybe something like that, yeah.
So I'm going to drag my way through like 24 episodes.
I mean, you don't have to watch it, do you? You can just go and watch it. I'm in about already. You don't have to watch it.
No, I'm intrigued. It's been on my list for ages.
Oh, it's so good though.
I tend to not watch shows that are really hyped up. I wait a while.
Playtone guy says, just watch Under Siege 2. I enjoyed it more than the original. That's because it's better than the original.
Yeah.
If there's any like 90s cheese, just like Die Hard ripoff, Under Siege 2 is probably the best one. Fucking love it. Under Siege 2 is so good.
Yeah,
I love Under Siege 2, but I wouldn't put it ahead of the first one.
I think you think of the first one.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay.
Like, if you break the narrative down of Under Siege 2, it makes no fucking sense at all. Like,
no.
Oh, all these satellites.
What they call earthquakes or something, isn't it? Or something like that. It's something easy like that.
Space lasers.
Yeah, it causes natural disasters. Like they shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no scene in it where they take out a helicopter, take out an airplane, like a helicopter, an earthquake,
like a stealth thing. Yeah, like a stealth.
Yeah, it's right. It's it's an odd one.
Amsterdam can outrun a crashing train.
You can't anymore, can he? Have you seen it?
I can't get out of a chair these days, but
I have a really, really good time on Siege 2. It's probably because when I was growing up, my dad used to watch them a lot. He was a big Seagal fan when he was alive.
Yeah.
And we used to always watch Under Siege 2 a bit more. He used to put down more so than the first one. So I've got a big nostalgia for the second one.
I can never think of the actor's name, but the villain of the second one, I love him. He's such a great. He plays a great villain. He's the villain of film People Under the Stairs. He plays the werewolf in Silver Bullet as well.
And he's in Twin Peaks and everything.
You can't think of his name.
Which one? There's 2 villains in Under Siege 2. There's the crazy scientist guy.
It's the blonde one.
The blonde one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Is it something McGill? Is that something?
Everett McGill.
Everett McGill, is that it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I like a bit in that scene where it's just like they're having a knife fight and he cuts his jacket. He's like, "You cut my favourite coat." Right. I don't think you should be worrying about your coat when you're in a knife fight to the death, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with Under Siege 2. I got a thing for films on a train. I think a train is a really good setting for movies. So.
For horror as well.
Yeah.
I like that train set, and you don't see enough of it.
My brain's gone. I can't even think of any right now. My brain's flatlined.
Terror Train.
You've seen Terror Train. Train's
and one of your favourites, Jason, from the 60s. What's it called?
Horror Express.
Oh, Horror Express.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Silver Streak, Narrow Margin as well. Thrillers.
Last film I saw on the train was Murder.
Which ones were that? Sorry, which ones did you say?
Narrow Margin with Gene Hackman and Ann Archer.
Yeah.
And then Silver Streak with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Source Code.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Murder on the Orient Express, whichever.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I forgot about that
one.
What was sorry, Gareth? What was the film with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
Silver Streak.
Oh, okay. We need to watch that now because it's funny you bring up those two because we just last night we watched See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Ah, yeah, that's one.
And I've not seen that in years, and I actually had so much fun with that movie.
Yeah,
like, they got great chemistry together. I think really good chemistry.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have to see that train one now. I like them two together.
I think they've done like a few films together.
Yeah, Stir Crazy and Another You and what's the other one? Is it just the 4?
That's right. You kind of forget that they were. Yeah, they've done a lot together. Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't said, have they done anything before?
Yeah, because I think See No Evil, Hear No Evil is the last film they done together. It
was Another You is after that, but it's
one more.
Not as good as Richard Pryor's very poorly in it.
Right, back to the chat. Sean Sheridan says, sorry. Ever seen The Founder with Michael Keaton about the guy that founded McDonald's? Very good movie. I wanted to see that for a while.
It was an Andy's video. Andy mentioned it.
What a gift he is in it.
I think my dad spoke highly of it as well. I think my dad saw it.
We'll have to try and watch
he did mention it to me, so it's kind of found it interesting.
Oh yeah, it certainly is.
Is it readily available on like physical media? Because I don't ever see it about. So
no, since it came out.
I'm not sure myself.
Was it a streaming movie or did it come to theaters?
No, it went to theaters. I'm nearly sure it did.
Oh, okay.
I remember seeing it advertised, but I don't think it lasted very long.
No.
Adam Slater says House is amazing. Watched it a few months ago.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's talking about the American or the Asian one. Maybe I don't know. I'm getting confused now.
I think he mentioned it again later. So yeah, he's talking about the Asian one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
House.
I've not watched the Asian one all the way through. I just know that I've just seen this clip where someone gets eaten by a piano.
That makes me intrigued now.
I really had a lot of fun with the American House. From the 80s.
I like it. I think it's a good movie. I like it.
Yeah, the second one's more fun as well.
I fell asleep. I didn't enjoy it.
Sophie didn't really enjoy it, did you?
No.
The fourth one.
Actually, now that I think of it, House 3 I found very enjoyable as well. That was Lance Hendrickson, if I remember correctly.
That's it, isn't it? It was a straight-to-video one, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah.
And then the fourth one is called House 4, but it's also called The Horror Show.
That's very good. Yeah, that's right.
So that's got another. Is that Lance Henriksen as well, or was that someone another one?
No. That was the main star of the first one came back, wasn't it? It was his wife and.
That's it. Yeah,
wasn't there something? Yeah.
Yeah, the third one's The Horror Show with Lance Henriksen, and then the fourth
that's right.
The first one or sequel or whatever they tried to do with it.
How was the third one was a bit of a kind of. It was very similar to the Wes Craven Shocker, if I remember correctly. It was something kind of similar.
That's why I keep confusing it with.
Yeah.
Like a serial killer comes back from the dead or something.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And it's something to do with electricity as well, isn't
it? Yeah.
I've not seen any of the House sequels. I've only seen the first
one.
Wow.
It just wasn't doing it.
I've got the Arrow box set, so I will get to them eventually. In about 10 years, probably. Speaking of House, James says, I really enjoyed the first 3 House films, even though I've noticed a lot of people don't like 3 much.
Oh. No, I like I said, I found the third one to be my favorite of the sequels.
Yeah, it's actually more of a horror film than the first two, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think that's probably why people don't like it, because it is.
Yeah.
Josh says, I do have a few movie videos in the pipeline, but they won't be out for a while. Also, saw Top Gun today and thought it was great.
Yeah.
Cool. I've heard nothing but good stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
For Top Gun Maverick.
I think it's more action. This one.
I wonder what other IP, what other franchise from the 80s we're going to get next that they're going to fucking do a legacy sequel to. That's what they're doing. That's Hollywood's little trick. First it was remakes. What was the trend? There's remakes, there's prequels. Now it's this weird
prequels.
Now it's this weird
films,
legacy sequels. Yeah.
Might get a Goonies 2 yet.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Too old. No. Okay.
Do not
You know, it's weird. The fan in me would love to see that, but another part of me is kind of going, there's no way they'll ever capture what they captured with that movie, so don't bother trying. That's the way I'm looking at it.
I've always thought of like more like kind of like little known movies to remake, because I don't understand the concept of Hollywood where they're like, you know, that big movie that everyone loves, just remake it. Why? It's already loved. Like, people love it. You know, I don't understand it.
Remake the shit one.
Yeah.
I mean, like I sometimes there's really bad movies, but the concept is solid. And like those are the movies where they deserve a second go around, because it's like, right, this concept is great, but the film is not executed well. Let's try that again and see if we can get a bunch more different team together to actually get it, give it the justification for the concept.
Yeah.
There is movies out there that I love. Now, and I've said this numerous times, films that I loved from the 80s and the 70s. But I also said that I would like to see them remade, because they were very limited to what they could do with them back in the times. Like, for instance, now Salem's Lot, the remake of Salem's Lot now has got me very excited. Especially with James Wan behind it. I always felt that Salem's Lot was better than a television movie, and you know, hopefully they'll do something quite brilliant with this remake. But then again, they could absolutely destroy it. I don't know.
It's the second remake, because they did it.
Well, yeah.
Lucky.
See, I actually had that blank there in my head until you just literally put it back in down there.
Right in there with the Fog remake.
Yeah. Oh wow. It's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I just done a video on YouTube for a contest entry, and there was 3 questions I had to answer. Now, this is going to sound very weird. The 3 questions he asked was, what film would you like to see remade? What would you like to see reboot? And what would you like to see redone?
Right.
So the way he actually asked them questions, I thought all of them meant the same thing. So I mentioned then what would I like to see redone, and I mentioned that the Fog remake. I think it could be one of the worst remakes I've ever seen. Actually, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. So I would love to see that being redone. But having said that, you're not even going to get remotely close to the original.
No, it's still creepy.
See, with like, I think, like, you know, if Keith, you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I'm more kind of welcoming for remakes if they're good.
Boy.
The remake boy. So out of all the big, especially obviously horror is the big genre that gets all the remakes, because horror is horror, and that's the churning cash cow that Hollywood wants it to be, even though they never recognize them as like pieces of art or actually good. They just like, yeah, it just makes us money. But like, out of all the big ones, like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I actually like. Friday the 13th is my favorite Friday the 13th. You can.
It kills me every time you say that. It kills me.
You can
Friday the 13th is out of this world. Brilliant.
It's really good, yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's great. I don't understand why it gets the hate, because it's literally just another Friday the 13th.
Well, you've got a movie right at the start. Literally, the opening is like a mini movie.
Literally like. I liked Child's Play. I thought Child's Play was very good, because they take the core concept and they actually like change it up and give us something a bit fresh with it. And I thought that was really
I agree with that one.
It worked.
Evil Dead. I loved the Evil Dead remake.
No, Keith, it's
so good. when it comes to modern remakes, that is, to me, that's the top of the iceberg, where you got to bridge to that, because I thought that was it keeps the spirit of the original, but does it in a whole new kind of, has a whole new presentation for it.
It traumatized me, but it was a brilliant film.
And if you want to be technical, like, I suppose we can turn around and say John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the greatest remake ever done. So.
And The Fly.
There's that.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah.
I call them the 80s remake trilogy, because it's The Blob, The Thing, and The Fly.
Great movies. All great movies.
And then the 90s had what? The Haunting and.
Wow.
I've had this. By the way, I've had this question brought to me before. I want to know your guys' opinions. Is the 90s the worst decade for horror? I think it kind of is. I looked on Wikipedia, the whole every year of all the horror films for every year, and there's some good ones. It's like, Child's Play 2, Candyman, Scream.
Well, that's what I was going to say, but the 90s brought back the slasher genre.
Yeah, it was Scream.
You know what I mean with Scream. So
but I am just talking about like good horror films in the 90s. I don't think there's that many.
No, I can't really think about it.
Like I said, you've got Candyman, Child's Play 2,
Yeah.
Child's Play 3, Scream,
Where
Scream
Hannibal
2, Wishmaster.
No, we don't.
I love Wishmaster.
No,
Wishmaster's
it's
great.
Emperor Palpatine.
It's not Emperor Palpatine.
It is.
Sounds nothing like Emperor Palpatine.
He does.
Are we getting into this argument right now on stream? We're going to get comments, people saying, "Aren't you married yet?" No. It makes it seem like it.
Sure, it's not been 30 years.
Feels like it.
Well, honestly, the 90s.
That's because they're talking.
Is it a bad year for horror films in your guys' opinion?
to be honest with you, I think I think what we're getting now when it comes to horrors is probably the worst. I don't like these, and I don't want to get into this conversation. I'm going to say the name of this movie, and then we're just going to move on. Right? I'm going to say the likes of Midsommar and The Lodge.
Keith.
He's right though.
No, you can't. No, listen to me. Midsommar is not a horror film. I'm sorry, it isn't. It's not.
It's not a horror, but it's seen as a horror.
It's not a horror film.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love that film. So
I would rather, I swear to God, I would rather have a colonoscopy than watch that movie again.
I think I would as well. 3 hours of my life I won't get back.
so Keith, so you don't like the current crop of elevated horror.
There we go. That's it. No.
So you don't like the Babadook, you don't like Hereditary, Midsommar.
I do like Hereditary. I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
I did. But yeah, Babadook. I don't know about any years, but when I watched that movie, all I wanted to do was kick fucking lumps out of that child in that movie. I drove me insane. He did.
Yeah.
I actually, that film was on 15 minutes, and I turned around and I said, you know what? If I was the mother of that child, I'd be like, yeah, just fucking take him. And I don't give a shit.
Did you guys like It Follows?
No.
I love that film.
I've not seen that.
I like it. I only seen it once though. I didn't hate it.
No, I really like that
It's
movie.
very
I haven't
interesting.
seen an A24 film I'd watched twice, but
Yeah, so let's move on.
Yes.
Nothing more to say, really. Nothing more to say. People talk to each other. I try to avoid comments when people are talking to each other in the comments because
Okay.
I would show that. It's a bit weird. We got Ash from Popcorn and Horror. Hi, Ash. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
hello.
I'm really glad that Ash enjoyed my subscriber mail that I sent him a week ago or so.
What you send them?
I sent him Dolls, which is like an 80s kind of horror. I picked up H&D for $2.99 and didn't like it.
No.
I knew that he was after it, so I just sent it his way.
Okay.
And I sent him the Midnight Classics version of Return of the Living Dead, which it was just a Blu-ray. It's just a standard Blu-ray. It's not like the collector's version. It's just a basic Blu-ray.
Oh, right, Jesus! I was about to tear you a fucking new one now because I actually don't have that. I don't have the limited set for that one. I was trying to get it.
I had. It's just a standard. It was just a standard version. The only reason
fair enough.
The only reason I sent that to him is because I've got the Scream Factory of 1 and 2 now, so I don't need that version.
Okay.
But he was on his video. He was very happy with it because apparently he's been after that one for ages. So I was really happy. He was chuffed about that. So glad you enjoyed it, Ash. I hope you have a good time watching those.
I really like Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, I love that.
Don't like the ending, but
I love that film.
It's a bit weird. It's like send more paramedics.
Send more paramedics. Send more cops. It's so good.
There's that band called Send More Paramedics.
There's a really good kind of crossover thrash band called Send More Paramedics. They all dress up like zombies.
That's right. Yeah.
I love that band so much. They're making a comeback, so I'm hoping to catch them live soon at some point.
On your own.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. I usually go to gigs on my own. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I'm alone. Where am I going? Here we go. Connor Steed says, "Is it me or is Gamera Super Monster more entertaining than Gamera versus Zigra and Gamera versus Virus?" I kind of I disagree.
Oh.
Gamera Super Monster is literally just. I could be misremembering this movie, but I swear Gamera Super Monster is the reason why it was rebooted in the 90s, because it's literally just a collection of, it's just like a collection of like reused shots from all the different movies. Could be wrong, could be misremembering it, but I remember it being like one of the worst in the Showa era. That's just my opinion. But Connor can correct me if I've got that mixed up with something else. But yeah.
What's his picture?
Yeah, it's I've been trying to work it out like a
Too
Power
sure.
Ranger. It's Santa.
Connor, let us know what your picture is, because I'm really confused.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar. It could be Super Sentai, but it doesn't look like it to me. What am I doing? What's your James says, what's your guys' next film to see in the cinema? Well, it was meant to be Northman. It didn't happen. And then it was meant to be Doctor Strange 2. It didn't happen. Well, what's coming out?
Probably Jurassic World.
What's that Black Phone? Is that Black Phone?
Oh yeah, the Black Phone.
The
with
Black
Ethan
Phone,
Hawke.
that looks really cool.
New horror film.
Want to see that. But I say all these movies and I haven't gone to see them, so I probably won't get around to seeing them in the cinema.
Well, I definitely want to see Jurassic World if I can.
Yeah, that I'll make time for Jurassic World, I think, because I
still
love
need to see
the
the
Jurassic
second
Park
one,
films.
I think one movie sticks to mind for me, and I have a funny feeling that it will be my next movie. It's Jordan Peele's Nope.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
I've
forgot
not
about
seen
that.
any trailer for that.
Can't wait to see that.
I want to see
I've not
that.
seen a Jordan Peele film, I don't think, because I've not seen Get Out or what's the other one?
They're really worth checking out.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. But I know a lot of spoilers for that. Is it Us? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of spoilers for that, so it's kind of annoying.
That's a great movie. It's worth checking out.
Would you see, like, we were talking about elevated horror? I don't know when it was ever tagged elevated horror. I don't know who brought that up. But isn't Jordan Peele kind of in that crowd essentially?
No.
Is he not? Oh,
No.
okay.
No, because the movies are scary. No, I wouldn't put him in there. I definitely wouldn't.
Because I'm sure I've seen him with other people that are fans of those movies have put these movies amongst those like Midsummer, Hereditary, blah blah blah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, like I said to you, I didn't like Midsummer, but I love Hereditary. I think it's a great movie. But it's I'm more kind of a true horror fan. Halloween.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Kind of Exorcist. All that kind of stuff. So.
Did you have you ever got around to seeing X yet? Have you seen X yet, Keith?
No, I've actually avoided everything with that movie. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't even know what it's about.
Okay.
It's out next
month. Didn't even see a trailer for it.
Oh, okay.
We didn't really see a trailer for it. We kept seeing like what they call like TV spots.
Like little kind of like not even like maybe like 10-second little clip like of a trailer thing. Little like skippable ads in YouTube. It'd be one of those, like 5 seconds long. We didn't really like it. I don't think I could say I liked it. I was a bit.
I'm gonna watch it. I'll see. I'm sure I'll share my comments, my thoughts about it in the video.
I know lots of people that loved it. I know loads of people that loved it, which is fair.
For me.
I don't think it was for me. But I hope you enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, no, I never hope people can enjoy a film. Yeah, I didn't like it, but I hope you enjoy it.
Gareth, what are you seeing?
Probably Jurassic Park. Hopefully they can make up for the last one.
I've not seen the second Jurassic World.
I don't think I dislike any of the Jurassic Park films, I think they're all entertaining in their own way. Obviously, the first one's still my favourite, so always going to be the favourite.
I like the second one. Is it the second one?
Lost World.
Eats the dog, or
yeah. I think Lost World is very underrated. I think it doesn't nowhere near deserve the hate it gets. Jurassic Park 3 could have had a better story. It's a bit underwhelming, but I still have a good fun with that. I thought Jurassic World was a great, return to like the magic of Jurassic Park.
I have one issue with Jurassic World. That Bryce Dallas Howard wearing them heels, running up and heels. It wouldn't happen.
Of course, the woman of the group would pick out someone running in heels.
The problem is, what if I told you the T-Rex was walking? Because that T-Rex was not running after her at all.
Yeah,
he was walking. It was walking.
They should put the T-Rex in heels.
It'd make it fair, wouldn't it?
Look, trust me, what is it, Rule 38? It's fucking already on the internet, probably. You know.
There's probably memes, isn't there? But yeah, it just wound me up. And then finally, they got stuck in mud, and then that's when she decided to take them off.
Yeah.
Jurassic World is one of them movies now. I have to admit, I kind of when they announced that this is concluding the 2 trilogies.
Yeah.
This is a franchise that needs to be put to rest now and be done with it. Because how many more films can you make with people running from dinosaurs? It's you know, I do love them. I love the movies, but it's time to put it to rest now.
Carnosaur knew where to end.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never seen the Carnosaur film, but it looks like my kind of jank. It looks like my kind of fucking bad that I want to see it.
If you're a fan of aliens, you'll like the second one then.
Like I looked it up. The DVD is so pricey for Carnosaur.
Yeah, it's
fucking ridiculous. Like in like almost 100 mark for the DVD. It's crazy. But yeah, Carnosaur definitely looks like my kind of bad. I want to watch it.
That's like that Notzilla.
Yeah, there's this new film that's come out called Notzilla, where these scientists they make their own monster, but it's not fueled by nuclear energy. It's fueled by alcohol. We watched the trailer. Yeah, we watched the trailer. It looks better than it has any right to be. So it might be a laugh. It might be awful. You never know. It could be a Sharknado situation. I don't know.
I've not seen Sharknado.
Oh God.
Yeah. Excuse me a second.
That's fine.
Adam Slater says the new Top Gun is a must-see in the cinema experience.
Okay.
Not in my cinema experience. Not in my cinema that I go to over here.
Bad.
Nah, you get no experience. If anything, they actually harm movies. They do. Shocking. Just a dirty old faded screen. Little to no colour. It's just horrible to look at.
I've been to a really bad cinema before, but about like down in Dan Kent way, there's a cinema, and it's like super cheap, like dirt cheap. Like I think I went down there. It was around the time when Force Awakens came out.
Okay.
So I think it was like 12, 15 quid for a ticket to the cinema. This cinema was charging $3.50 a ticket. I went with my friend and her little girl, and we went and saw this. We went and saw The Good Dinosaur. Pixar's good. Is it Pixar?
Yeah.
So.
And the screen is really quite sizable, but they project it in this little kind of box.
Ah, right.
Oh, that's annoying.
Awful.
Yeah. I'm always the same way when it comes to. Ellen always says it to me when we go see something in the cinema. We always walk out, and Ellen always turns around to me and goes, "I'd rather see it at home."
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to John Clancy about this the other night, the movie collector. People always go on about a cinema experience, but this is my cinema experience. This room is my cinema experience. It's set up to how I love how movies. I've set up calibrated to the way I love to see movies. It's calibrated to how I like to hear movies, and it's happened numerous times. I went to see Scream, thought it was one of the worst films I've ever seen. I thought it was terrible. I got it home here on 4K, and I still thought it was terrible, but it wasn't as terrible as when I seen it in the cinema. And it's the same with Moonfall.
I've not seen Moonfall. I've heard.
It's the stupidest thing you'll ever see.
Just one big spoiler.
Yeah, I know the spoiler. I think I know the spoiler. Yeah, I know.
There's no bloody spoiler in that movie. Go on, say it, because you're not spoiling anything.
Well, isn't I could be wrong, but isn't like the moon's crashing down, but the moon's not the moon. It's actually like a UFO coming down or something. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. The moon is the Death Star.
It's always been the Death Star.
Well,
in the lore of the movie, in the lore of the film, right? I've not seen the film. I'm just taking the piss out of it because I can, right? So in the wider lore, shall we say, if this film even has fucking wider lore, the moon, as we know it for fucking centuries, has always been this fucking UFO waiting to prime its time to start attacking Earth.
No, it's not that.
All right.
There is a bit more to it. I'm definitely not gonna spoil that bit. But there is. It's not.
I know, because I always thought like, in the 1500s, it's like the aliens are up there going, right, in another 2,000 years we will attack. It's waiting for. What year is it, sir? We're gonna wait for 2022 and that's an attack. That's what I tell you.
It has to be said though, there is one scene in that movie, and it really is spectacular to look at. Where there's a bit in it where, of course, it's New York City, and you just see the moon skimping off the atmosphere, and it's just going over New York City, and it just looks, as a visual standpoint, it looks stunning. It does. It's frightening the way it's done.
Wow, yeah.
But my God, what a stupid movie!
I have a question though, right? So, did you expect anything more? Because when you see the name Roland Emmerich, you know what you're going. You know what you're getting. You know.
Well, you're not. You don't. You do and you don't, Jason. Because I thought The Patriot was a great movie from him.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's a good one. He done that Midway there not so long ago as well that I quite enjoyed.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Yeah, so he does have different. I just wish he'd kind of get away from this whole end of the world kind of movies. He's just done too many of them now.
He did Universal Soldier, didn't he?
Yeah, Stargate.
Oh yeah, Stargate. Yeah. Yeah, so he does know how to make a good movie, but then he.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I could be getting mixed up with somebody else. But he made Independence Day. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a sequel.
You know what? Right. I watched. I picked that up in the charity shop. The sequel. Yeah. Like 3 for £1 or whatever. And I was like, I know this is going to be bad, but I just want to see what they do with it. And
it's
I
actually said that
they copy Aliens. It's Aliens. They're trying to be aliens. Like if you watch Aliens and then watch that movie, it's Aliens.
What film was that?
No. When you watch this, trust me. When you watch the sequel, the last thing you're going to be thinking of is Aliens. Trust me.
Filmmaking. I'm talking about beat to beat. Like if you put them side to side, it's like the Aliens film's good. Let's just try and copy it as best we can.
No, I said this. I actually done it in video. I think I actually just recorded it. I didn't actually put it out yet, but I mentioned that Moonfall in that, and I kind of said that if you take a role in your typical Roland Emmerich 2012 kind of Day After Tomorrow movie, and then you kind of splice it with the new Independence Day movie, the sequel, and how stupid that really went, and you kind of splice both of them movies together, you got Moon. That's exactly what Moonfall is. I don't want to talk about it because as stupid as it is, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Didn't he make Moon 44 back in the late 80s?
Oh my God!
Budget one.
Yeah, Michael Pear, wasn't it? Or something like that was in there.
That's him.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a very low budget one.
Yeah, definitely.
But it got him noticed.
Absolutely, it works.
Oh yeah.
Adam Slater says, "Been a bad few years for the cinemas, and this couldn't help get back in.
Yeah.
This could help get people back in seats." Didn't Spider-Man do that already?
I'd say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man proved that people were hungry for a cinema experience before this movie. Before the top.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I think. What film kind of done it. I think, in my eyes, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, but I think Tenet kind of breathed a bit of life into cinema again, because that got released through the thick of it all, and it kind of just showed that okay, there's life still in cinema at the moment, but I definitely think Spider-Man really took it to the way things really were.
But I think Spider-Man proved that, like, if you to get people to see a movie, you need to give them a good movie. Like they got all these like mainstream media just like blaming the pandemic for a film failing. No, it's not the pandemic.
Well, there is an element of truth behind that, Jason, because how many films have gotten released that were phenomenal and didn't even get I think this age of the superhero, I'm starting to think now needs to die soon, because it's definitely been played out now, and movies originality is starting to suffer. In cinema, no one's making original movies anymore. And that's the one bit of praise I can give Netflix. At least they are doing that. You're getting as much as the crap movies they do bring out. At least they're original.
Yeah. That's why I'll always, even though I've got kind of a mixed opinion when it comes to A24. I'll always try and support what they do because they're always presenting original films.
Yeah.
X, that's probably the most original film we've had in years. I know it kind of, people say that it's inspired by this, inspired by that, whatever. It still is a brand new IP. It's not a sequel, it's not a remake, it's not a reboot, it's just a new film with a new idea, or sort of like just a kind of thing. And like I agree with you, you probably get that very much. There's certain studios that will give us that. And that's why I like to try and support smaller films.
Yeah, they're not.
That's why I want to go and see that Black Phone, because that the trailer actually makes it look pretty.
Yeah, that looks great.
I just love Ethan Hawke. So.
Some say it could be an Elm Street prequel.
To me, it reminded me of It in the trailer because the little child's got like the yellow rain back on his camera.
Oh yeah.
That might just be a reference to It.
A little reference.
But I don't know what year it's set in. Remember?
Oh yeah, what's it? Josh has just brought up a good point, but I'll just say hello to Andy from What About the Movies. Hi Andy, thanks for joining the stream.
Hey Andy, how
are you? Josh says this is a film that we saw the trailer for. So Josh says, I'm seeing Men on the 1st of June. Any of you seen it? So me and Soph saw a trailer. It showed a trailer of it before we saw X, like it was like the previews before X started when we saw X.
Yeah.
And I just said, I screamed out, this is going to be a film where it's just like virtue signaling, woke culture, men are bad. And going by the reviews, that's exactly what we're going to get.
It's about toxic.
Yeah, it's about
say that word.
Toxic masculinity. Yeah,
that's the one.
Which is fine.
So in other words, it's the Black Christmas all over again.
That's what I've read in reviews. The reviewer that I watched, he did say that it's a better made movie than that film, much better. But
I wouldn't take much in all fairness, Jason. I could go out with my camera phone and make a better movie than that.
There's a challenge.
But yeah, I've heard that. It's exactly what, because I think I said to you, Soph, when we saw the trailer, I was like, just leaned over in the cinema going, that looks like a woke piece of shit, right? That's what I said. I won't not mince my words. That's what I said. Apparently, that's what we're getting. They could apparently reviews say it could have been more subtle with its messaging, because this guy was saying, oh yeah, I agree with the messaging. It's good to point out these different kind of people that are just toxic. But he says they could have been a bit more subtle with it, but it's just how it's did. Apparently, this is just reading reviews.
I'll probably watch it, but not in cinema.
But yeah, it still could be good, but I'm not one when someone's got an agenda and a message and they want to just ram it. I don't go to cinemas to be preached to. I go to cinema to be entertained, and this doesn't look like for me at all.
No.
Anyway, I'll move on from that. Sean Sheridan says, any of you like Critters outside the first two? The first two I found are fun B movies, but the rest sound like garbage. I am probably the biggest fan of Critters 3. I adore that film, but that's mostly nostalgia talking because I did see it when I was like 6. It was the first one in the franchise that I saw.
Is that the one in the apartment building?
It's in the apartment building. I couldn't think of a more boring fucking place for a movie. But anyway, it's in an apartment building. But yeah, I think the first two Critters are just some of the best little monster movies out there.
We have a little family of critters, don't we?
Yeah, I mean we got Simon. Meet Simon. Go and get Steve.
I think it.
We got to
first.
introduce Steve to Gareth. Gareth hasn't seen Steve yet.
It's going to scare me.
Come on, Steve. Let's go for a little walk. A little bye.
Baby.
A little bye. Here you go.
So his
Don't drop
his little Steve.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's adorable. Isn't it?
Yeah. The first two critters were regular rentals when I was a child.
Yeah, absolutely.
Critters 1 is like one of my favorite films of all time. I love the first Critters movie. I'm trying to find where is it.
I haven't seen the first two Critter movies now in probably 20 years.
I think I watched the 4, is it? A few years ago.
Right, it's been a while now for me.
But yeah.
It's great, though.
You know what, right? I watched because I got the Scream Factory box set for Critters. I rewatched them. I rewatched them, and as bad as number 4 is, on a rewatch, I didn't hate it like I used to. It's just not a Critters movie.
Right.
It really is like
Actually in space, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not a Critters film. They're barely in it. They're in it. I think
Yeah.
their combined screen time is about 2 minutes 30 seconds or something. It's not a Critters movie.
Is Brad Dourif in that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
I forget some. Who else is in it? There's another big actor who's big now, big name that was in that film. Fuck, I forgot her name. But anyway, yeah. I have a lot of fun with Critters 3.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun with that movie. How do you feel, Keith? Critters?
I can't remember them. I was just saying it. It was probably 20 years ago when I last seen Critters. I do remember the first two. Always enjoying the first two. I can't stand any horror franchise that does a movie in space. Jason X, all them. I just think it's look, you do roll your eyes to a lot of these movies, but I think when they take them into space, I can't. My level of stupidity just won't go by it.
Critters, I give them it because the Critters come from space.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that one was allowed.
It's still a bad.
Doesn't mean you should do it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I want to see now an It movie where it's held in space.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Because he's an alien, isn't he? So
Did you see the two Machete movies? And they had like a fake trailer at the end of Machete Kills, and it's like Machete in space. It's fucking brilliant. And we never got that movie. So, but I thought it was fun.
Scream in space, they might do that.
Scream, Ghostface in space. Wow.
What was that?
A Nightmare on Space Street could do that.
Oh my god.
In space.
But that would make sense because if he wanted to, Kruger could just make it look like space because he's too far.
Space play.
Space play. You got
all the Marvel films end up in space.
Yeah.
What?
Chucking the little astronaut suit.
Yeah, chucking the astronaut suit,
Oh,
going after
wow.
like.
That's so cute. That's so adorable.
Don't melt.
I want one. I want them to make one.
Yeah, going back to the original. You probably can see the background on this stream is Critters as well. So that's probably
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And behind you.
Oh, I got a little Critters. The poster
yeah.
for Critters there.
It's here.
You can say I like Critters a little bit.
I've never heard of Critters until meeting you.
I like it. Yeah, Critters is good. I like number 3.
Billy Zane in the first one.
Yeah. That's why my puppet's called Steve, because Billy Zane's character is called Steve in the first movie.
He was a bit of he's an asshole, is he? Am I right in saying that?
No, he's like a shy kind of well-spoken dude, but it's the daughter that wants to shag him, so she's like really.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay.
That winds me up.
It's not even sexy. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
In the hay barn.
They don't even take their clothes off. It's just like it takes forever for them to even get to like next level. And he gets his stomach eaten out, and it's brilliant. Yeah. There's some really cool stuff in Critters 1 that got cut. There's a whole shot. I watched a documentary on the Scream Factory Blu-ray. And there's a whole shot where you see Steve's body with a hole in his belly, and you see this critter eating his belly out. They made a whole prosthetic of the belly being ripped open and stuff. But the MPAA were like, no, cut that.
Wow. Okay.
So it's I don't think it was actually shot, but they made the actual
the prop.
To wear for him to wear to use it, which is a shame because that would have made the film a bit more.
And these things always happen.
Yeah, I really don't like Friday the 13th Part 9, The New Blood. And apparently that was hacked to pieces by the MPAA as well.
Yeah, we watched the documentary, didn't we?
Which part did you say?
Final Friday.
Final Friday.
No, it's the New Blood, Part 7. The New Blood.
Part 7, right. Where was that cut? Did that get cut to shit? I didn't realize it was cut to
yeah, apparently it was like really heavily censored and stuff.
Yeah, and they've lost all the cut footage apart from a VHS copy of this they spliced in for some.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I did not know that.
I recommend getting the Crystal Lake Memories Blu-ray, Keith. It's a really good documentary for Friday the 13th.
You know, so it's amazing, isn't it? I own that franchise. I was counting it the other day. I own the franchise 7 times, and I still don't have that Crystal Lake Memories documentary.
It's just come out 101.
Yeah, I'll have to pick it up. I have to pick it up.
I pre-ordered it immediately. As soon as 101 announced this, I was like, I gotta have that.
We started to watch the Never Sleep Again.
Yeah, we started watching Never Sleep Again, the Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's been actually pretty good, isn't it? I quite like it.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Where were we? I'm skipping all the comments. James says those 2 Gamera boxes are great. They are very good. The collector's edition is even better. Like, it's actually a monster of a set. It's really cool. Josh says, I'm still to see Gamera. I think a few of them are on Prime, so I will add them to the list, which is ever growing. I will preface, if you're going to watch the show of Gamera, they are very childish. They're primarily made for children, so sometimes that puts people off these old kind of Japanese monster films. So just go in with that in mind. But I think they're a lot of fun. I don't find they're harmless fun, really. The Showa Gamera movies, they're good old fun. Pete says currently watching Commando. So what is some of your favorite or underrated Arnie films?
Kindergarten Cop is my favorite.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
It's probably because I grew up thinking that's like a kids film, and then when you watch it now,
there is no bathroom.
My favorite bit, I probably can't repeat on the screen. You know that little boy.
Just say it. I don't care. It's my fucking stream.
It's like, oh, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina, but it's just the way he says it.
You're not on camera. Here. There you are.
Or Andy's favourite, put the toys back on the carpet.
Put the toys back on the carpet.
I don't know why Andy loves that so much. We need to get him a t-shirt with it on.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
If I had to pick an underrated Arnie film, now underrated, I always lean towards Cactus Jack, funny enough.
I've not even heard of it.
I had a great time with that movie.
Kurt Douglas.
Kurt Douglas, yeah, that's right. It's effectively Roadrunner. It's Roadrunner. If you watch an episode of Roadrunner, that's what the movie is.
I think I'll have to say Raw Deal. That one's...
Yeah, very good.
A hidden one no one ever sees.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Predator when I watched that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Predator's underrated, though.
No, definitely not.
Any of them made in the 80s.
I don't know about you guys, right? You obviously, this is how I feel, but obviously I could be viewing this in a completely wrong way at all. But I always feel like the original Terminator is very underrated in the fact that Terminator 2 overshadows it so much at this point.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I do get that.
I really like The Running Man. I love that film.
Yeah.
Here's Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero.
It has there's so many cheesy lines in that movie. So many. Great movie, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Last Action Hero is a lot of fun. That's a good one. Last Action Hero.
I actually like, again, not many people like the movie, but I like End of Days. I thought that was a great movie. It was by
I've not seen that in years.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I quite enjoyed it.
Film.
Yeah.
I think my dad's got it. I'll have to watch it.
I remember the poster to it. Do you remember the poster? I remember the original poster was great. It was you'll see I think it was like 1999 it came out, and it was all in flames, and then you can see the 666 In that, it's brilliant the way it was. I always wanted that poster. I thought it looked great. It did. And I found it to be a decent film.
It's a good New Year's Eve film.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the family round.
The time Arnie saved us from the devil.
I think I just like him doing comedy.
What was he's done a crop of like combat movies over the last couple of decades, last couple of years. What's the one he did? He's like a sheriff and he's like
The Last
It's on
Stand.
Netflix, isn't it?
Last time,
I
yeah.
think that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that movie.
I enjoy it. He's playing for laughs in that one.
Yeah, he's just like a because he keeps commenting like I'm old. He keeps saying,
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Johnny Knoxville in that movie?
Yeah, he's in there as
Yeah.
well. All his guns.
There's a film I've not seen, and loads of people say it's really good. Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's called Maggie. And I've not seen
Oh
it.
yeah, that's a dark one. It's a horror
Is that
film.
Yeah.
Zombie film.
I never seen it. I went in. I remember when Extravision was over here before they closed down, or HMV, sorry. And I went to buy that second hand, and one of the staff members behind the counter, when I brought it up, they just turned and looked at me and went, "You do not want to own that movie." And they really put me off it, and I ended up putting it back. And I've never actually watched it. I've never actually seen it. He literally put me off it. I must actually kind of just go out and get it myself. I don't know why. I never let people influence me like that. But he was really adamant that I shouldn't watch it. But I think I really do need to see it.
Yeah, there's a big thing where like I don't rate Arnie as an actor that highly. Like he's a great like macho like action star, and he's got the one-liners and stuff like that. But as he concerns his acting chops, I don't think he's very like he's not like Oscar bait. He's not like super great at it. But a lot of the things I've heard about Maggie is that if you want to see Arnie act, this is the film to watch. And that kind of speaks quite a lot to me. To check it
Plays
out.
a dad.
It's a bit like that in I seen this movie by him. It wasn't like the best film I've ever seen, but again, when you watch it, you kind of do see a bit more of Arnold Schwarzenegger, a bit more depth in his acting. I think it was a film called Aftermath. I think it was called.
Okay.
His family dies in a plane crash.
Oh yes, I know now.
Yeah, and there's a bit more to him in that movie. But like you were there saying that he's not, and you wouldn't see him as an Oscar-worthy actor. But having said that, you probably would have said that about Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So
based on a true story as well, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna end this little question with I love Jingle All the Way.
Brilliant.
I love the movie. I love that movie.
I love that film.
Yeah. Oh, that's a go-to Christmas movie of mine.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm not a pervert. I just want a Turbo Man doll. I tell you what, right? There's a toy store where I live called The Entertainer. Have you heard of The Entertainer?
Yeah.
No.
And they sell like 12-inch Turbo Man dolls now. They're like 30.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
wow.
Expensive,
do I
aren't they?
buy one? Do I buy the Turbo Man?
Where are you going to put it?
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
But 30 quid I thought was a bit steep.
It is very steep. You get them for 50p when the original film came out.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
Sod wanted them then.
Of course. That's when you know your movie is doing well, when you start putting them up at these crazy prices.
Yeah. Josh says, I binged Stranger Things all in one day and thought it was a great season so far.
It's a lot darker because before I reckon like not young kids but kids could watch it, but this season's just like a no-go. Robert Englund's in it. It's brilliant.
An automatic
It's definitely
tempo.
more Elm Street.
There's a lot of Elm Street references, and I think that's
Just a
what
tad.
but it's brilliant. I just love Strange Things. I got into it late, but I love it.
Pete says, I still need to see Stranger Things. I only watched about 4 or 5 episodes and bailed out. Need to give it another shot.
Yes, Pete, do it.
Do it now.
Because we're we've chatted a lot. I don't know what Adam is agreeing here, but he says completely agree with me. Keith. I'm not sure if he's talking about the elevated horror or not.
Yeah, something's telling me it's going to be that.
Connor says, if I'm going to be honest, Stranger Things season 1 was the only season I enjoyed. Either that or the franchise is just not really my type of sci-fi. I mainly watch kaiju films and low-budget toku shows.
What's toku?
It's like sort of like I don't know. I'm not the most knowledgeable person about it, but it's kind of like Japanese shows that involve kind of kaiju-esque storylines and stuff. I could be wrong. Connor could correct me. I don't exactly know what it means, but I'm on the sort of correct lines, I think. But I don't like talking about it if I don't know 100% what it is. So that's what I think it is. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Adam Slater says maybe I need to go back to watching it.
I think that might be Breaking Bad.
Could be, yeah. Could be. Oh, this is interesting. Little bit of topic. Sean Sheridan says thoughts on this Winnie the Pooh horror movie. I'm not a Winnie the Pooh fan, even as a kid, but this sounds like one of the worst ideas for a movie ever. I think it looks ridiculous, but we had that Banana Splits movie, and that was a lot of fun. It was bad, but it was a lot of fun. So this could be bad and a lot of fun at the same time.
It could be so bad that it's good.
The only problem I have with it, with what I've seen from the photos and that, is that it looks like it's just going to be men with masks on.
Yeah,
Piglet. I don't want that. I want them to be like truly anamorphic stuffed animals that want to kill people. That's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I was really surprised to see this because I generally thought that Disney was the sole owner of Winnie the Pooh, but
public domain.
yeah, it went the copyright ran out and it went into public domain.
In January this year, so it hasn't been long.
So now any of us can make a Winnie the Pooh movie if we wanted to.
I don't think I could possibly roll my eyes back any more than I just did there with that comment. I'm shocked. I'm shocked how bad movies have gone. If this is where we're going, yeah. I don't know.
One of the licenses are lapsing this year.
Thing is, the subtitle for this movie is fucking awful.
Oh, Blood and Honey.
So what's next now? The Teletubbies horror movie? You know what?
You have to wait 90 years for that one.
Oh, wow.
You could buy the license if you wanted to, but
yeah.
Sooty, horror film. I'm gonna make that. Me and Steve are gonna make a horror film.
Well, what do you got? 50 years maybe for that one. Oh no, if it came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe 30 years you could get hold of that one.
I'm sure wasn't Disney one of the big corporations that tried to push for having copyright last like 85 years or something? Because obviously they want to hold on to what they own as long as possible.
I think, yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got around it. Yeah,
I'm surprised they let Winnie the Pooh slip through their fingers like that.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Can think that I don't understand copyright very well, but can you stop if you own Winnie the Pooh and the copyright's running out? Can you stop it from going in public domain, or is there a rule that it's like once you've had it for 80 years, it's public domain no matter what you do? Is that how it works? I don't really understand it.
No, I don't know. I don't know if
neither do I.
Disney have done now with Winnie the Pooh, or if you have to do something new with Winnie the Pooh. I have no idea.
But you know, I'm not surprised that someone's been like, this is going to be a good horror movie because we can make really scary masks for these people.
Yeah. I don't like people in masks. I'm going to be terrified. Especially Piglet. It's a pig.
You went and saw Scream. Were you terrified at Scream?
No, but I mean like animal masks.
Oh, okay. Was you scared that you're next? They wore masks.
Yeah, that's the one. That's not
I fucking love that movie.
Especially pigs. Don't like pig masks. After Saw. And we all know what happened. So.
Anyway, Adam Slater says Runaway Train with John. How do you say this name?
Voight.
Andrew and Jerry's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not heard of that film.
Good movie, though.
One of Cannon's best. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Drinking my Lucozade.
Yeah, I am. We have James in the chat. James Jan and movies and
It
TV.
feels weird to call him James. Name's Dudley.
You put his name-
Hey.
We have Dudley in the chat.
Hello, Dudley.
Hope you're doing well, James.
Hope you enjoyed The Killers.
Platino guy says, asks, what is your least favorite movie genre? It would be musicals for me.
I don't know if I've got a least favourite. I struggle with like some films.
Right. Actually, good on that.
Cringe.
Kung Fu. Any of that kind of,
Oh.
yeah, martial arts kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a fan of.
Do you always say like you're not into martial arts then, Keith? No.
Well, more, because I like the likes of, like Bloodsport and all that. I enjoyed them movies. So I say more kind of Asian kung fu movies. I wouldn't be big into them.
So you're not into the Bruce Lee films, no?
Not really.
Oh, okay. That's fair. What about you, Gareth?
Yeah, dramas.
Oh, fair.
Nothing happens for 2 hours.
No.
Someone had an affair 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Josh says they are doing a sequel to Dirty Dancing. Please no.
There's already a sequel.
Yeah, there's a Cuban one, isn't there, with Patrick Swayze with
Havana
cameo.
I think it's called Havana Nights.
That's it.
Patrick Swayze's in it for like a second, like as a
Yeah.
cameo.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they remake the movie as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, a TV version, didn't they?
Yeah. So how many times do they have to feck around with this franchise before they learn to leave it alone? It's not working. Stop messing with it. It's
Yeah, someone's making
I
money.
don't know.
It's not
Unreal.
Dirty Dancing without Patrick Swayze, so not interested.
Dirty Dancing is just one of them. It's one of them movies that it's amazing. When you look at my collection in here, I can go over to the Dirty. I have a Dirty Dancing section in this fucking room, where it's like the 10th anniversary, the 15th anniversary, the 20th anniversary. I've never seen a movie bring out so many anniversary editions, and I'm the gobshite for buying them.
Keith, you're into video games somewhat, right?
Yeah.
Are you that guy that buys every edition of Skyrim that comes out every couple of years?
Fuck no, that game can go fucking up my ass. I don't give a shit about it. Hate it.
Fair enough. I don't know what he's referring to here, but Adam Slater says Bergerac the movie.
Bergerac. It's a
Bergerac.
80s TV show.
Oh, okay.
About a detective on Jersey, the island of Jersey, where a lot of bad things happen within 7 miles.
Never heard of it.
No? Oh, dear.
No, never heard of it. No.
It's an English one, that's why, yeah.
It
was popular in the early 80s over here.
Yeah, really.
Do repeat
And it was John Nettles that was in Midsummer Murders. He was in it.
Oh, okay.
But I'd watch it.
Adam Slater says worst remake I've ever seen is a 1998 Psycho.
I refuse to watch it.
I agree solely on the basis that it's a pointless remake.
Well, it's a word for word remake. It's a frame for frame remake.
Yeah. It's pointless. Like if I want to watch the exact dialogue and frames, I'd watch the original.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I get to see what's his name? Vince Vaughn knocking one off.
Yeah, I was going to just. We're going to make this movie different. We're going to have him wank one off. And that should bring the audience in.
Yeah, that's it. Might be made to watch.
Yeah. 98 Psycho is good.
I don't mind Psycho 2. I enjoyed that.
Like I just find it really weird. Like these producers and directors, they like to see themselves as like artists and they're making something. So why would you go into a film and go, right, we're doing exactly the same thing that Hitchcock did We're doing every shot, every dialogue. Like it's like.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Isn't the director of that remake? Isn't he not a very respected director? No, I might be wrong.
He was, yeah.
Who directed it?
Gus Van Sant or something. Was it?
Yeah,
That name? Yeah. Strange.
Goodwill Hunting.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's right.
Goodwill Hunting 2, applesauce, bitch.
Dudley asks, what's your next film you plan on watching?
What are we going to watch after this?
Don't know.
Maybe tonight.
I'm halfway through the Alien 3 assembly cut today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I am unapologetic how much I love that film.
Sorry, I couldn't get into it. It didn't feel like Alien to me. It's very British cast, isn't it?
It's very
Pete
the only thing that annoyed me about that movie is because you know, like in Alien, he burst out of a human.
Yeah.
So the alien had human traits. So something similar with the third one. It was a dog.
Yeah.
That he burst out of. I think they missed a trick in that movie. I think there could have been a scene where, you know, there was a bit in there where you see him licking his own balls.
Well, there's a bull in the director's assembly.
That's
cut.
right. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think like the assembly cut is the way to watch the film, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But where they settled with a dog later on in production, there's that jarring thing where it came out of a ball, but it still acts like a dog. Like it's a bit jarring in the assembly cut.
Yeah.
The opening sequence to that movie is everything I hate about a sequel. When you kill Michael Biehn and kill Newt, Carrie Hayne, off camera, I hate that. Everything about, you know, sequels, they just got it wrong at the start of that movie. I'll never be a fan of the movie. I think it's the worst Alien movie. Unfortunately, and studio interference as well massively affected that movie as well.
Yeah.
I think Alien Resurrection is way worse. I can't stand that movie.
I've not seen that one yet.
I can have fun with that one.
Yeah.
I hate that movie so much.
You know, I think the underwater sequence is absolutely fantastic in that movie, that Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good sequence, but the film is bad. Did you know that Sigourney Weaver almost died during that scene, the underwater scene?
Really?
Yeah.
They had to, I think they had to reshoot it a couple of times because she was running out of air because it's real.
Wow.
Holding their breath.
Oh, well, of course, yeah.
I never knew that.
The long sequence.
What is it? The longest underwater sequence in the film?
Yeah.
They've got to hold their breath. Yeah.
There's no abyss.
No, that's for sure. Wow.
In that one.
What a great movie, though.
I've not seen The Abyss.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Is there even a Blu-ray cut?
No.
Can't get a Blu-ray, I don't think.
There's supposed to be a very decent bootleg edition you can buy of it on Blu-ray. It's supposed to be quite impressive.
Isn't that what Andy's got?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. That's right.
The actual or the director's cut, though?
Directors.
Yeah, I think it's the director's cut he's got.
We have Man Cave Movies. He says, just subbed the other day, Jason, through Ash. I look forward to more videos in the future. Well, thanks so much, man. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. We have Dudley. Dudley says, what's your favourite deleted scene from a film?
I think you've almost answered that there. If you want to include The Abyss, I suppose, if you take the director's cut and put that title wave sequence.
Yeah, the title wave.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
I've not watched many deleted. I watched the ending for Titanic.
The happy ending.
It's like where she lets Bill Paxton hold the necklace.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you were going to say there was like an alternate ending where she kind of scooched over to the side and she got you around the
She had a bigger door.
The Titanic never hit an iceberg. It just went around and went on its way.
No, the old lady. She Bill Paxton's character. I can't remember his name.
Bill Paxton should have chucked her over the side.
Necklace, and he's so annoyed because he's spent all that time searching for it. She had it all along.
Turn the boat around. She's dropped the necklace.
I can't think of any delete scenes.
My favorite probably Terminator 3. They show the prototype. Was it for the Terminator coming up? And it's got Arnie. The likeness will be based on Arnie. This soldier that looks like Arnie. But he's got like a really weird voice. And then
right.
Yeah, they turn to another guy and says, and he's some young guy, and he says, "We'll fix it in later," and he's using Arnie's voice. But yeah, it's hard to explain.
Right, okay. Jesus Christ!
So it's some Dutch, Austrian.
It's
guy.
It's a very hammy scene, isn't it? It's like it's done for jokes, like big time. That's
it's very big time, but always makes me laugh.
Is he got like a really like strong Texan accent or something?
Yeah, that's it. It's a Texan. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna make it. We'll fix it later.
It looks super wrong coming out of Arnold.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any.
Yeah. Oh, deleted scene. I don't really know.
I don't really tend to like go for deleted scenes.
See, I could say something really obvious. Because when I grew up, it was a deleted scene. Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee using nunchucks. It wasn't in the video that I had. Awesome scene. Michelangelo in Ninja Turtles, the 90s movie. His nunchucks weren't in the scene, so they weren't deleted scenes. But when growing up, they were banned scenes that were taken out of the movie. So for me, they were deleted scenes.
Even the sausages in the second film they cut out.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. It's ridiculous.
When they could have cut Vanilla Ice.
You can't call them ninjas and you can't use nunchucks. I was like,
wow.
I don't understand it. It's so odd. That's quite a difficult question. But thanks.
Actually, no, it's a great deleted scene. Actually, I just thought of a great one. I Am Legend. The alternate ending.
Oh, yes.
I Am Legend.
I get the two mixed up. I get the two mixed up. So you've got to remind me which is the alternate.
So the alternate ending is when he survives.
Oh, okay, yeah, better ending, I think.
Oh, that's the ending.
Yeah, it was a better ending. It was a better ending.
Yeah,
it was. And I'm kind of curious now because, well, before Will Smith done what he done, apparently I Am Legend got their green lit for a sequel. Yeah. So, could we actually see a sequel to a movie where they're going to include the alternate ending, so he's alive in it?
They sent 2 copies, the US version, doesn't it? The happy ending in the US, where she gets out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the British version, she doesn't get out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What film was it? That was like Hostel.
Oh yeah, Hostel has 2 different endings.
Yeah.
In the US, the ending is I forgot the fucking character's name, but the main character, protagonist, he finds the guy that they met at the beginning of the film, who got him into a horrible, torturous thing to begin with. He was a part of like the elite hunting club. He's with his like granddaughter, and the main guy, Paxton. Is his name Paxton?
It's his daughter. I think it's his daughter.
Yeah, he's with his daughter. Then Paxton steals his daughter and just runs off with his daughter in the train. That's what the US got. But the UK, we got the better ending where he actually follows him into the toilet and cuts his fingers off and just kills him.
Right.
Possible, guys.
Actually, another great alternate ending. I was really impressed with it. Was Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
The new ending. I far better ending. I thought on that one.
So I don't have much to say about Halloween Kills.
Jason, you know what, Jason? I'll tell you one thing. I bashed the living shit out of that movie, but I'm not kidding you. Every time I watch it, I seem to be enjoying it a little bit more. It's weird. It's just one of them movies that it's obviously taken at least 4 viewings for me to actually kind of say that I'm kind of becoming a fan of it.
I'm sure I remember correctly. Your 4K review was very positive as well, right?
The 4K was fantastic.
Mm.
Absolutely fantastic. One of the best out there as well. Really? Blown away by it. And not only that, but then you do get the director's cut of that movie of Halloween Kills, and there is some great scenes put back into that movie. They even try and recreate that iconic, that iconic scene from Halloween where he's behind when he's standing at the bush.
Oh yeah.
And they kind of recreate it, and they recreated it very well. And I can understand why they took it out of the movie, because it's one of them scenes that you shouldn't try and recreate. But I thought they did a great job in this one.
Did it have any smoke in it coming out?
No.
Ash from Popcorn and Horror says, "Yes, super happy with the sub mail, mate. Both watched on the big screen already. Nice, that's cool.
Nice.
If you're unfamiliar with Ash's channel, it's a fairly new channel. I'd recommend going and giving him a sub and helping him out.
Absolutely.
But he's got a projector and he watches it all blown up on the projector. He watches his movies, which is pretty cool.
He's got stuff, we met him recently.
Yeah, we met him in Colchester fairly recently. He's a really nice dude.
Right.
Yeah, because he lives not far from me, so.
Okay, very good. I'll go over and I'll check his channel.
Very, very good dude. So I recommend.
He's a lovely bloke.
If everyone watching, please go and give him a sub. He's a really good dude.
He wasn't he on Pete's stream there not so long ago? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He's a great bloke.
Yeah, he's a really, really top guy. So yeah, please go and give his channel a little look. You might like what you see. Connor says he's answering his profile picture. The picture is Go Godman. He fights Godzilla monsters, and the suits look terrible. Also, yes, Gamera Super Monster is a terrible movie with unacceptable stock footage, but it's a good bad film.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that movie. If I'm honest, I've not heard of Go Godman. If I'm honest,
no. I thought it was some weird Power Ranger.
Yeah,
that type, isn't he?
I might have to look into that if he fights Godzilla. I'm guessing he means he fights Godzilla monsters, not Godzilla.
Yeah, he probably get a license for Godzilla.
Just keeps jumping around. Got a lot of comments today, so everyone watching, we appreciate all the comments and stuff.
It's because I'm here, obviously.
It is.
And the vainery continues. Look, you seeing this? You seeing the vainery? Double Bill Movie says, "Hey guys, how's it going? For years, I felt my home setup was a better experience than the cinema."
Well, you can eat what you want before you go to the toilet. So much better than the cinema.
I absolutely relate to that, and more importantly, and I can't stress this enough, you can have a beer at home while watching your movies, which is very important. That makes the worst movies tolerable when you have a few drinks with you.
Also, you don't have like two absolute fucking dickheads behind you going,
Yeah.
Or obnoxiously laughing.
Is that what you two do?
No. Oh yeah, we just go to movies just to piss off everyone else.
I feel really annoying when I have to get up and move.
Do you know what? Do you know what I find to be? Do you know what I find to be worse in theaters? I don't know about yous, but you're in a dark theater, you're watching a movie, and then all of a sudden, just in the corner of your eye, you can see someone on a mobile phone, and it's almost like the brightness of the screen. You just can't. It drives me nuts.
Your boy pointed it out because you had your phone.
But it's like they have their phone on like max brightness, so it looks like the sun's just come out.
Yeah.
You fuck off. It's really funny. When me and Sophie went and saw Sonic the Hedgehog 2 when it came out.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Loved it. Probably the best video game film ever made, in my opinion. But it was really funny a moment where Joe, when it comes up, turn your phone off and do not go on your phone. And that's the time where I usually check my phone, put it on airplane mode, and put it away again. And as I've pulled it out to put it on airplane mode, this kid and his dad's like, "They said put your phone away." He goes, "All right, I'm doing it." But
No, Sonic 2 is brilliant.
Have you guys seen the Sonic 2 movie?
No, I haven't even seen the first one.
Oh,
My son will watch it, so I'm waiting to persuade him to. You like the
They're
first
really,
one?
really good. Number 2 is like everything I wanted from a Sonic movie. Like it's literally like
Yeah, I'll watch it without him.
so cute. It's such a cute film.
it's really good. Like it's amazing how like we're finally seeing some good video game based movies.
Can't
I
wait for the
find.
third one now.
You won't be seeing if they're doing a third one tonight. Jim Carrey's not going to be in it.
Yeah, but without spoiling anything, there's a reason. There looks like there's going to be a narrative reason for that, but I won't go into it.
Right.
No
Depends on the
spoilers.
truck they back up with the full money.
I can see him still coming back because he looks like he's had a really good time being in those movies.
Oh no, he's retired.
Yeah, I know you said that, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, he said
Joe
he'd come back.
Pesci retired before the Irishman.
Paramount.
No, that's true. Yeah.
And Daniel Day-Lewis.
Paramount Pictures have said that they're not going to recast him.
Nah.
So
Wow.
if they decide to, if they want to get Robotnik back in for the third, if they want Robotnik in for the third one, I reckon they'll really get him back on board. But we'll see.
For some reason, he said he'd do the mask, but I don't know. He said he'll
Go straight to video. They'll recast everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like
And then-
Adam Sandler 3 and Inspector Gadget 2.
Scooby-Doo 3.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo 3.
Yeah.
Don't touch
Sonic the
Scooby-Doo.
Squirrel.
I do not want the Scooby-Doo film without Matthew Lillard. Come on.
Where are we? All right. Playtendo Guy says, what are some of your favourite animated movies?
Peter Pan.
I'm going to say Princess Mononoke. I fucking adore that movie. Absolutely adore
Toy
that film.
Story 2 is my favourite.
Toy Story 3, I would argue, is my favourite.
I like Toy Story. Toy Story 3 made me cry.
Not
I don't
many.
really go for animated films. No.
No. Shrek 2 is always good.
Shrek's brilliant. You've not seen any of the Shrek films. There's so many adult jokes in there. It's unbelievable.
Polar Express.
Oh, that's great.
I saw that in
That's
cinema.
great.
Yeah.
What else animated do I watch?
I've got like a guilty pleasure thing for the. Do you remember that Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie?
I've seen it once.
In like 2002.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying it's good by any means, but I'm just like, I've got kind of almost like a guilty pleasure kind of nostalgia thing for that film.
Actually, the Adventures of the Tintin movie that Spielberg done, I thought was quite brilliant.
I've not
Mm.
seen that. Not seen that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Animated. Could you say Bedknobs and Drumsticks? But that's only like
It's like partially animated,
partly
isn't it?
animated, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't. It's I could throw in like the obvious like Disney ones, Lion King, Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
Black Cauldron.
Actually, Monster House I quite enjoyed as well.
Ah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen that.
That's
Yeah.
it. Get off my lawn. I love that bit. That old bloke. It's like, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good.
I love I don't know what it is, but I love Halloween themed movies, and I love when movies capture Halloween. And funny enough, Monster House captures it very well.
It's a really well done film.
Mm.
It's like 2007 that came out, I think. I know I was just starting
Yeah.
school.
I do.
It's a good film. Recommend Monster House.
Well, the Plague Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Plague Dogs is grim.
Yeah.
Or when
Grim.
Watership Down. if you really want to go bleak.
I can't ever sit down. I can't
Me-
remember.
Me and Soph, there's this really good channel just called Steve Reviews, and he reviews all like old kind of like children's programs.
Mm.
And we watched one retrospective. We talks about Animals of Farthing Wood. Do you remember that show?
That's how I do.
Animals of Farthing Wood. It is so fucking bleak for a kids show. It's
I
like a
was nearly
90s
crying.
cartoon on like BBC. Fucking bleak as fuck. Like,
Right.
So dark and messed up.
like it makes you wonder like how is this for children? Like fucking hell.
I was almost in tears. It depressed me.
Oh jeez. All right. I don't have any more for animated films. if I'm
I
honest.
can't think of it.
My brain's gone. My brain's flat. now.
Chicken Run. I like that film.
Yeah. The Were Rabbit.
Sean Sheridan says you can have a good female lead movie without going woke, like Thelma and Louise, one of the best road movies I've ever seen. I agree. I agree that you can. Obviously, Terminator and Aliens is big examples of that. Don't have to go woke.
Well, they're saying this. They reckon that Aliens is the one that started all that. I was only just watching a documentary on Aliens, and they were just saying at the end of it that they reckon because of Sigourney Weaver's character in that movie, it really kick-started. Wait a minute, women can be strong leading characters. They don't always have to be victims. Yeah. And it seemed to kind of kick on from that movie.
That and Red Sonja.
Yeah, Red Sonja that's a great one. Yeah, it's a great example.
I've not seen that. I'm pretty sure.
I've seen the poster. What feels like for eternity, like Red Sonja. You got Arnold in the back with the sword. Never seen the film.
I'm pretty sure.
just got announced on 4K as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I never thought I'd get that.
No, amazing, isn't it? We got Red Sonja and we don't have Conan the Barbarian in 4K. Very strange. Very strange. And chances are the next film will be Conan the Destroyer. We'll get in 4K. Conan will be the last one.
I have a question. Is Schwarzenegger meant to be Conan in Red Sonja? Because I'm sure I heard that they weren't allowed to call him that.
No, yeah. People say that it is Conan using a pseudonym or something like that, but
yeah,
it is just Arnie doing Conan again, but it's unofficial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they just roped him into it. As he was supposed to be a cameo at best, but it's not an extended part.
We have AJ's Movie Place in the chat. Hello, AJ. Hope you're doing well. We have Sean Sheridan again. He says, space is when your franchise toilet territory to me. Fast 9 was by far the worst for that, along with the other stupid crap in it.
I was gobsmacked. I only just found out about that. Someone said it to me, and I didn't see the last Fast and the Furious, and I was like, don't tell me they go into fucking space. And yeah, apparently that's true.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Oh well.
I've only seen 2 Fast and Furious films.
Is it true that they've only got one film left and that's it? 10 and that's it. I mean, 10's too many, but
it's like how the plot of Fast and Furious really about cars, but
we have Big Paulie in the chat. Hello, Big Paulie. Welcome to the stream. He said, good evening, folks. Hope you're all good. I picked up Daylight and Twister based on your recommendation, Keith, but I passed on Dragonheart. Shame they dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you have them 2 movies and you do pick up Daylight, there's a very good chance you will be disappointed. You will be. Yeah, the picture was a bit dodgy. The Atmos was definitely nothing near as good as the Daylight and Twister. So, yeah, I think you're better off sticking with them 2.
I guess it's only the first Dragonheart one.
What's that, sorry?
It's only the first Dragonheart film that's worth watching.
I keep forgetting that, isn't it? There's so many sequels to it, wasn't there?
I know. I never knew there were so many. They just keep turning up.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I love Dragonheart.
I like that
it's one of my favorite, medieval-esque movies. It's one of my favorites.
It's a fun movie. It's I liked the kind of chemistry between Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery in that movie. It was, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I think there's some really imaginative shots in that. I like when he's got his sword stuck in the jaw and he's just in his mouth. It's something it's just all like saliva and just gunk.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was for I think it's like a printable, a PG, the rating. Yeah. It's quite dark. It's quite dark for
yeah. Oh yeah, very good. Yeah.
The story is quite dark. Right? But I think I like it because it adds a little bit of edge to that movie.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Edge. And the fucking antagonist, a fucking scumbag, isn't he? He's like,
I said that. I only just did a review. I did a review on that movie, and I said the exact same thing. He's an absolute bastard in it.
Yeah, I love that film. I've got just a standard Blu-ray of it. I might have to give that a watch soon. I haven't watched it in a while. Double Bill Movie says, I've seen No Time to Die and Operation Mincemeat and Dr. No. My next cinema outing will be a showing of Predator. I've had little desire to see any new movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the new trailer dropped for that new Predator movie as well, didn't it? Prey.
Ah, yes.
I've not seen the trailer. I've not seen it.
I think they're being clever. It's
Right.
held 500 years in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, they've gone low budgets as well. So
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
Hopefully, it captures somewhat of the idea of the original movie.
Yeah.
Because even though I like Predator 2 to a point, and Predators was okay, that the Predator was fucking garbage, utter shit.
My mum's bought me Alien vs Predator.
I love that movie. I actually love that movie.
Which one?
The Predator. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought the I liked the cast in the movie. There's something about the cast in it. I just thought they were fun. I thought Thomas Jane with Tourette's. Brilliant.
The original version, I want to see them,
Yeah.
but never see that, I guess. No one's calling for it, like the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Gary, the Blu-ray addict, says, "Hi all, great to see you live stream back. That's cool, man. Welcome to the show, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Gary, legend. He's a legend. Big Paulie says, Jason, I saw you and Sophie turned off Top Gun because it was too cringy. Do you not think the old Godzilla films are quite cringy? A man in a giant rubber suit bouncing around. Different kind of cringe, in my opinion. Top Gun was like mushy romance cringe, which I fucking can't stand. So
Just makes you think.
so it's a different kind of cringe. I don't know. There's something charming about Godzilla to me, the old Godzilla films, and that first Godzilla film is fucking bleak as hell.
I
So
thought it was
there's nothing cringe about that original movie. It's fucking dark and bleak.
They added mushy stuff into Top Gun at the end because they had a screening, and then people said there wasn't enough for them to get together, so they added a bit where they're flirting in an elevator, and then there's another bit where the sex scene was added.
Wow.
that sex scene.
They had to do it in reshoots, so they look different.
Yeah, that's my answer. A different kind of cringe, Paul. That's the way I see it anyway. Sean Sheridan says, any hopes for Hocus Pocus 2? First one is a classic, but a sequel 29 years later, I will hold my breath.
I'm intrigued because it's all the same cast and they're bringing Billy back. It's the same guy, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What can they do with a sequel? I don't know.
Are you fans of Halloween Town?
Oh, I enjoyed Halloween Town. I recently watched that.
Several sequels to that, isn't there?
I watched the first 2, I think.
Nah.
I don't know. What can you do with Hocus Pocus? I forgot how depressing Hocus Pocus is. The ending. When I rewatched that, I was like, the ending's so depressing.
It's really hard to say how a sequel to a film that's so many years gone by will be. You just never know.
Yeah.
You don't know. The only thing that kind of gets me worried about it is the fact that it's going to Disney Plus. So that alone is a worry because they don't have faith in it releasing it in the cinema. So that's my only concern.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Gary the Blue Addict asks, I've got an answer for this immediately because I love this movie. He says, most underrated or hidden gem Tom Cruise movie. I'm just going to say it, Last Samurai. Fucking love that movie.
That's
brilliant.
I fucking love that film.
I like him in The Mummy, but people don't like that film. A lot of people don't like that film, and I really enjoyed it.
The Firm, where he's a lawyer.
That's a good movie.
Austin
Magnolia.
Powers, the gold member. He's only in it for like the tiniest little bit. There you go.
I don't know if you call it an underrated movie, but when you do talk about Tom Cruise, no one ever really talks about it. The Color of Money.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a great movie.
Werewolves in London and all.
I've not seen him in a lot, I don't think, Tom Cruise. He's not an actor I go towards.
Oh, another film I don't see really people talk about is Edge of Tomorrow. Fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Well.
Awesome.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, that's a great movie.
It's great.
I
That's a
still
great
need to see
movie.
Vampire. Still never seen that.
Interview with the Vampire is good.
I'm not calling it Interview with the Vampire because I've never called it that. So it's Interview with a Vampire.
Mandela effect, isn't it? You think the title is one thing, but it actually is the other thing.
Yeah, but isn't there like a poster where it says Interview with a Vampire?
I don't know.
And Christian Slater's in it, so I've got to watch it.
Sean Sheridan says music would be my likely to Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory is the one exception to the rule.
What's that about? What?
And he says like
musical
like genres he dislikes. I think I might have to agree. I think Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory is probably the only musical that I can actually see and watch.
Actually, my next movie I'm going to be watching tomorrow is a musical. I got the new West Side Story.
I couldn't get into that. I've never seen the original, but I just couldn't get into it.
I just wanted the original to end. It's over 2.5 hours.
I refuse to believe that I would walk away from a Spielberg movie and be underwhelmed.
I'm like, yeah, he's supposed to be very well made.
No, but I'll give it a go.
Mm-hmm. Pete PlayStation Guy says, if you could recommend us one hidden gem of a horror film, what would it be?
Malignant.
I got a good one. And it's gone out of my head. Wow. It's just shot right out of my head. Come back to me. It'll come back to me. Wow.
I'm gonna
I thought of it. I thought of it. It's Superstition. It's an 80s horror movie. Kind of I won't say a haunted house. It's just a house that has something in it that's picking everyone off one by one. It's a real forgotten. It's actually so hard to buy, even on Blu-ray. Even the DVD is tough to get. But was always a fan of it. Some great scenes in that movie.
I'm gonna throw out 2004's Creep.
Creep, yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good movie.
One. Soft spot for the 1963 Haunting.
Oh, very good. Yeah, that's a great one.
13 Ghosts.
Chill.
Dead End is another great. Have you ever seen that film, Jason? Dead End.
No.
This family on a road that it's just never ending, and they're being picked off one by one. But there's a lot more to it. It's a very creepy movie. Great set into it as well, even though it's just them in a car on a road.
It's a road movie. I love road movies. You know me. I love road movies.
Yeah, you need to check this out, man. I'll tell you one thing. I guarantee you'll be blown away by it.
Speaking of a road movie that me and Soph really enjoyed recently is Roadkill.
What a movie! That's a great movie.
Great,
that is a great movie.
Really good.
Is that one that's Joyride?
Joyride, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's a great movie.
Really good.
I was convinced when I first seen that. I went to see that in cinema, and I was convinced that was Vin Diesel that was doing the voice in that.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I was convinced. I couldn't believe who it was. It was your man.
Silence of the Lambs Man.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
I can never remember the name now.
Ted Demme, is that his name? No,
that was the director.
That's the director. Sorry, that's the director. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be here all night now. Nos will tell me. Grabbers.
Oh, thank you, sir. I love that film. the little monsters, but what's their weakness? Alcohol. It's so good. I love it. Oh, it's so good. That's such a good shout, Gareth, man. That's such a good shout.
I do love that film.
Love that film.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
There is so many. When it comes to horror, there's so many you can pick out.
The Mist. I love The Mist.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, The Changeling.
Like spiders are terrible. Is it the spiders?
Oh, the spiders in The Mist are fucking horrible.
Yes, acid webs.
Yeah, the webs are made of acid.
I'm
It's true as fuck. Like,
kind of intrigued. Oh, I don't know.
So good. The ending to The Mist, though, fuck me. Like, it's so bleak.
No, I'm telling you, I've said this numerous times on so many streams.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie 3 times, and 3 times at the end of that movie, I broke my ass laughing. I think it's the funniest ending I've ever seen to a movie. I every time I watch it, I break my ass laughing. I'm sorry, I know it sounds disgusting, but it's funny to me. It's
it's a very dark comedy ending.
What's that?
It's a dark comedy ending for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So Keith, when me and Soph come to Ireland to see you, right? We'll watch the mix, and we'll be in the corner just broken. You'll just be laughing.
But see, I'll be laughing at because if that was, I'd be laughing at that, and I'd be laughing at you for being broken. You know.
Yeah.
Look at him, he's trying to get in the face.
Sophie's got a horror recommendation, Hidden Gem.
Well, I think it's a Hidden Gem. Orphan.
I only just watched that.
Because you got the prequel coming up here.
Esther.
Yeah. I'm quite intrigued because it's the same girl playing her. So I'm intrigued how they're going to do that. Because that film came out in like 2009, 2010.
Right, okay.
But they've got the same girl playing her.
Yeah, I don't know how that's
They're going to have to use a bit of de-aging or CGI or something.
That's
exactly what they'll do.
But I really enjoy Orphan. Love that film. Oh,
there's something about that movie. Again, there's a scene in that movie, and I'm not quite sure if you would get away with it today. But the bit where she starts hitting, and she starts hitting on your man at the end of it. I was like, we were already watching it. I was like, my God, you just wouldn't get away with that now, I don't think.
Different times.
Different times, yeah.
Was it 10 years ago?
Hush.
Oh, Hush is great. I fucking love that movie.
I don't know if you'd call it a horror film as such, but it's a really good film.
Oh, it's really good. I fucking the guy in that movie is a fucking absolute cunt. I fucking hate his guts in that movie. Oh!
That just shows he's a great actor, though.
Yeah. Fucking hate him.
I'll tell you what's another great kind of underrated horror movie I find because it's always overshadowed by its original movie. Strangers Prey by Night.
Not seen the sequel, Not seen it.
I'll tell you one thing. I think it's 100 times better than the original.
Oh, okay, cool.
I thought it's a great, good kind of slasher movie.
Did you like the first?
I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same.
Yeah.
The Strangers. You didn't like it either, did you?
I turned it off. Nothing was happening. I was bored. Also. So
the sequel is actually better than the original, in your opinion.
James, I tell you, again. I find with horror movies, with me, I think setting is key. And if you have a good creepy setting, and this one's kind of held in this kind of, it might not sound like a creepy setting, but it's an abandoned trailer park.
Oh.
And it's just creepy. All held over this entire trailer park. So it's not you're not, stuck in one place during this movie. And I think it's a great movie. It's the three killers are back, of course.
Yeah.
And they're just playing havoc on this one family. I think it's a great movie. I think it's a great sequel.
I'm intrigued. Oh, Sinister, another good film.
Sinister is very underrated, I think. The only thing about Sinister I don't like is that it has
the stupid jump scare at the end. Which
they just read, but it's got a few of like really stock, just typical jump scares that I think is bollocks.
It's still a good film.
Yeah,
it's still really good though. I thought it's really good. Although all the homemade movies he has to watch fucking scared the shit out of me. Shit.
Yeah,
but the lawnmower bit, fucking that was scared.
Yeah. But there's another prime example of a movie that doesn't need to show you anything.
Yeah.
You won't see a drop of blood in that movie.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And that's what, and I keep saying this. That's what kind of gives Halloween its power over its audience. You never see a drop of blood in Halloween. Yeah. And it just goes to show that these movies can be done without being overly violent. But they can be violent, but not, they can hide it from you and still kind of disturb you.
It can be very implied. Like, I think
implied violence, that's it. That's very good.
Implied violence can be as terrifying as on screen. Like,
Seven.
Seven's a great example, but I got another.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Funny Games? That's a very good film.
No.
That has like
No,
it's a home invasion movie where these families are at this holiday home, and these two guys just turn up and just basically just cause havoc. But all the suggested violence in that movie is off screen, and it is so powerful and really kind of makes you unsettled. Of like, you don't know, like they've taken the dad into the room. What they're going to do? All you can hear is his screams. It's fucking terrifying.
Right. Very good. Okay.
There is two versions. There's the original, I think, is Danish.
Yeah.
And there's then that director remade it with an English language.
Okay.
So, I don't think I've seen the remake. I've only seen the Danish one, but it's really fucking good.
Okay.
If you want that, like, no blood spilled, implied violence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really well done. That is.
Same as 7. That was terrifying. They didn't really show much.
That scene in 7 where he's just like, he told me to fuck her, so I did. I fucked it. It's fucking horrible. It's fucking bleak as hell. It's so dark. I love that. One of my favorite movies of all time. One of my favorite endings ever. Like, I just think it might be the best ending of any movie. Holy shit. What's in the fucking box? Anyway, moving on.
I called it. What was in the box?
Yeah. Right, Sean Sheridan says, boom, he says, I would not call Scream 5 garbage, but the killers and their motives of toxic fandom was pure trash, I thought.
Yeah, I Scream 4 though. I did like the motive in Scream 4.
Yeah, Scream 4 had a shit motive as well.
I really enjoyed the film, but it's just the motive ruined it.
I don't know where they can go with Scream now. Like, where can they go?
They can go into the fucking recycling bin for all I give a shit. You know, after I've seen that last one.
My point is, I don't
care.
The sixth film has been greenlit, right?
I know it is. Yeah.
What can they do with it? I don't, because I before this new one came out, I watched all the four previous films, and by number 3, I was so tired of this recycled formula.
Yeah.
And it's kept the formula. It's recycled. It's the same movie 5 times essentially, in some respect, in terms of the way the formula is. I don't want another by the book Scream movie for 6 because I just feel they just copy and paste. It's a bit.
They need to do something different.
Say what you want to say about Scream. You know, I know no one likes Scream 3, but at least with Scream 3, they give you that full circle, and it was completed. It was done. It was over. And we just didn't need any more of them. And, you know, unfortunately, if you have a successful franchise, they just want to keep making them. I think I heard they're bringing out another Final Destination movie, even though I thought they ended it perfectly after that last movie. They just don't seem to leave them alone.
I never saw the last Final Destination. I've only seen the first 4 movies.
Right.
I've seen
the last one now, the ending is fantastic to it. You'll be blown away by its ending.
Recycled concept of death coming back, but it's just a different setting, isn't it?
You're saying about Scream 3. What I really don't like about Scream 3, I've got 2 reasons for Scream 3. He's got this voice changer, and I don't buy that he's got the perfect voice for every fucking character.
Especially in the night. Was it in the 90s that came out?
2000, I think.
2000.
Yeah. That technology doesn't even exist now, let alone in fucking the year 2000. So I didn't buy it when I first saw that film.
I've not seen Scream.
And I understand you said you like it because the ending kind of ties back to the first one.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like the motive of that. I don't like how they did that. I don't like. I felt like it undermined Stu and Billy. I think it undermined them as the killers in the first movie.
Isn't there only one killer?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Do you not find that Stu keeps getting undermined? Even in the newest one, everyone just kept talking about Billy Loomis. Stu never gets mentioned.
Yeah, of course, Stu. Justice for Stu.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I wouldn't mind. I thought out of the 2 killers, he was by far the better. He was the most memorable.
Yeah.
No, it's I hate that script. I do. I'm sorry. I hate it so much. I don't know.
I really enjoyed it.
I liked it to a point, but I did feel the new one was a very safe sequel in the way it
very woke, as they say.
It was very safe. It kind of kept to the formula and tried to capture this, like you said, a different kind of audience. Keith.
Yeah, I felt that. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. I wasn't their demographic anymore.
Yeah, I hate modern kids as well. I hate modern kids as well.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but you know, I just love my cast. I love my teenagers when they look like they're in their 30s. You know,
what was that?
We need to go back to that.
That's what they're saying about Stranger Things. They're like, oh, the kids look too old now. I'm like, well, they are. They're grown up. They're kids.
It's like they met them each other on the first day on set. Whereas the old ones look like they've been grown up together.
Gary the Blu-ray Addict says, anyone seen The Batman? I have yet to see it and I can't wait to get my hands on the disc. I thought it was near perfection. I fucking loved it. Absolutely.
I have it coming tomorrow, and hopefully I will see it tomorrow night.
Nice.
I've seen it.
So that's going to be a weird night for me. West Side Story and The Batman.
It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a long night. Yeah.
Can you see your poster? You can sort of, the lights reflecting on it.
Got a Batman poster there.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you got your Batman cup up there. I love that cup with a little bobblehead on.
Oh yeah, we got these cups from the Cineworld cinema when we went to see it.
I didn't want to pay the extra.
right, nice.
Mine's on my shelf. But I really enjoyed it. It's very different. It wasn't a superhero film. It's a vigilante film.
Guys, it was like almost like a proper detective movie.
Yeah.
Detective noir, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll say no more because Keith hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
We'll chat after, Keith.
Well, I hope you really enjoy it, Keith, because I
know I'm going to enjoy it, Jason. I know him.
You'll love it. It's brilliant.
Gary, the Blu-ray Addict says, or asks, shall I say, what film would make a good video game? Oh, film to video. That's interesting.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, what hasn't been made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were all made.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of film to video game like cash-ins, isn't there? Like,
Home Alone and all that.
I kind of forgot about Home Alone. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah,
Goonies too. Well, technically, yeah.
I can't think of anything that I don't think has been made into a video game.
Isn't like the Goonies?
Oh, that definitely a video game.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's quite a loaded question because you've got to find a film that hasn't had a video game adaptation. Then you've got to figure out how it's going to work mechanically if it actually would make for a good video game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you've got to think about. I can't think of anything.
Is Critters in the game?
Probably, no, I don't think so. But I don't know how Critters would be a good game.
Maybe it's like Jackie Chan. Now.
I don't know.
My brain's going to do that. I can't think of anything. I can't think.
Yeah, I can't. Every time I think of one, it's got one.
It's just
I was just about to say Walking Dead, but then Walking Dead was done as well. So
we had about a few games for Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really hard question.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
No.
Sean Sheridan says, Alien is not great, but the hate goes a lot over the top, I find, but I'm not a big fan of the franchise, so there is that. Fair enough. Sean Sheridan also says, The Batman is the best movie of the year and as good as The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That's a big statement. That's a bold statement now because that's my favorite Batman movie. So,
see, like I say it's better, but just to preface that, this is the Batman movie that I've been wanting for fucking years.
Yeah.
Just Dark Knight and the Batman, so different. If you think about it.
It's such a mixed franchise because I know so many people out there that love the Michael Keaton Batman movies and they don't like anything else. Then I know a lot of people that like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and don't like anything else.
Yeah.
So, So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
If you look back at the whole franchise of Batman movies, nearly all of them have different tones and different kind of presented differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like you're not getting the same movie twice with Batman.
Mm. See, I think the way that I didn't see this movie yet, but this is the way Batman movies should be done. I think, like, you know, not the way they're done with Ben Affleck. You know, having these kind of bloody space aliens and getting all that kind of crap into it. You know, just kind of give it more human story.
Yeah. This new one is very grounded, so I think you're going to enjoy it. A lot of people are comparing it to Zodiac. I've not seen Zodiac, but
Okay.
it has apparently this film has a lot of influence from Zodiac.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely see that.
I'm gonna. It's almost 10 to 11. I'm probably gonna wrap this up about 11:30 if you're all cool with it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna have to say to in the chat. If I don't get to your comment, I do apologize, but it is what it is. Why would you say that? Why would you do that to me? Anyway, Platinum Guy says, asks, what is some of your favorite movie posters of all time? You can say what you like about the movie, but you can see that one there, Godzilla 98. I fucking love that poster.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
The movie's okay, but I love the poster.
Oh, I don't know.
The first RoboCop.
Great.
Wow.
Fright Night. Batman 89.
Oh, Fright Night, great.
Great poster for Fright Night. Yeah.
Cobra, I did like. It's very basic.
There's so many, isn't there? It's very hard.
I will say, posters aren't the same nowadays. You don't get.
No, they're very basic.
Because you just get the actors' faces, and then you just get a title or something.
I do like the Batman one.
Yeah, the Batman one's good. Yeah.
I done a video there not so long ago on this beautiful collector's edition that I picked up of the original Dune movie. And there was 2 original posters in that, and I'm not kidding you, some of the best artwork I've ever seen on a poster for both of them. Incredible. Yeah, it's hard.
The Thing, I love the Thing's poster.
The Thing is a great poster, yeah.
I do like the old Star Wars posters, like the
Jaws.
Yeah.
Just having a look.
There's too many. There's too many to say. Like, there's been some really.
That's really great.
Yeah,
you could say that, like, even though the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise has kind of gone, a certain direction. I think all the posters, except for maybe Freddy's Dead, all the posters look great. They had the same artist.
I have this extraordinary collector's edition of Nightmare on Elm Street. Not many people have them because they're so fucking rare. But they actually have it's all media books that's in this box set, and they do have all the original artworks. And I actually remember doing the video on that, and the artwork on every single one of them is absolutely stunning. They are some of the best cover art I've ever seen. Every one of them just look jaw-dropping.
That's the thing I don't get. With today, you don't get studios don't hire artists to do the posters anymore. I think that hurts movies to a point.
Yeah,
because when you see, because I remember, I always tell this story, but I remember it was the height of Star Wars, 1999. Phantom Menace is about to come out. I go into the cinema as a little 12-year-old, and there's that poster of Anakin next to a wall, and you got Darth Vader's shadow. I was just like,
that's brilliant. Yeah,
so
that's quite a cool one.
That was good.
That was a good poster, but it's very simple as well. Just Anakin.
Yeah,
Anakin.
I love that. Yeah.
So good.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, choosing a favorite is near impossible. I think.
Yeah. So you can throw Back to the Future in there as well.
Oh, great! Shout.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, yeah.
The Howling. That's a simple, really good.
Halloween simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I moved into this room here, Ella went through this mad phase where she wanted to get everything custom made in this. She wanted, like, even the floor mats that we had at the door. She wanted to get a custom made one of them, and she wanted to get Halloween, the original cover art of Halloween. And yeah, there was a company that actually cater for your own artwork, but they wouldn't do anything movie related. It was a copyright claim on it, so they couldn't do it. So yeah, it was a bit of a shame that.
I don't know how well this is going to happen, but I do have this poster.
You're going to have to stand way back.
I know.
Massive.
This is not going to work. I'm knocking stuff over as it is. Right.
Do you want me to move?
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
No room for this. I don't know how this is going to look on camera.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Brilliant. Yeah, very good.
I love it. It's great.
That was beautiful.
We have to wait until
big shout out to Rob of Rob Effects Bounty. He gave me this.
Wow.
Very thankful for it because it's awesome.
We just have to wait till we're in our own house to put it somewhere.
I've got no fucking room. Oh, please go back there. Slap. Okay, I'll regret moving this now. God damn it. I've got to deal with that, mate.
You're done now.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah, I like that poster. I like that one. There's like teaser poster for Freddy versus Jason.
I want to get a sci-fi poster.
You can see it.
Can't unsee it now.
I know. It wants to be in frame all the time. We have the person with the best YouTube name ever, Dr. Impossible of Counterpunch 1984. They say, remember, Keith, Vincent Ward's first test script to Alien 3 had some of the most interesting and creative elements. Ward envisioned a planet whose interior was both wooden and archaic.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a kind of like a monk colony or something like that. Something like it's.
Yeah. I've heard about that. Wasn't there a novelization that's come out recently that is based on an earlier script for Alien 3? Or am I misremembering?
I wouldn't know. I honestly wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Connor says Tokusatsu is basically things like Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Sentai, and Inframan. So kinda like those, like almost like Power Ranger-esque shows, I guess.
Okay, so I wasn't far off by saying Power Rangers. Big Paulie says the Alien 3 theatrical engine, in my opinion, is way better than the director's cut. I agree. Ripley grabbing the chest person, holding it close like a mother, gave it that "you're coming with me" gesture. I definitely agree with that. If they had the theatrical ending put onto the end of the assembly cut, it would have been.
There is something called the third cut now. I just saw it on some posters, but I don't know what's involved in that one. So someone's made another version.
Interesting. Maybe they have added.
Was Alien 3 as well, where they got the trailer wrong as well? Because I think remember the voiceover for the trailer for Alien 3? It said, "On Earth, no one will hear you scream."
Yeah, because it was originally planned to be on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always found it funny, especially with the original Alien. The trailer for the original Alien has that egg cracking, but the eggs aren't like that in the movie. Like, really early,
they were probably just going for effect. Maybe maybe seeing it kind of doing that probably wouldn't have been as scary.
Yeah. Dr. Impossible says, where Luddite-like monks who would take refuge on the planet's surface. Fox said that the broad script to Alien 3 was too visually ambitious to achieve. Fair enough. We have Pro Physical Media in the chat.
That's nice.
Hello, thank you very much.
I know.
Dr. Impossible says, and Weaver wanted Ripley dead at the end. Fox wanted an alternate ending to Ripley dying where she would survive. Weaver wanted the character dead.
Okay.
And then she comes back.
Yeah.
So,
She's a hypocrite.
that seemed like an absolute waste of time, didn't it?
Pro Physical Media says, is Jason feeling okay? Yeah, I don't.
You're making some funny noises when that came up. I think you're making some funny noises when whatever you were doing about the people in the back seat of the cinema.
All right. I'm not feeling all right when people are talking in the cinema. I want to fucking elbow.
Did I hear correctly as well? Sorry, just go back to that alien thing as well. I don't know how true this is, and I'm not quite sure how I would have felt about it if they did put it into it. But that latest Predator movie, do you remember the ending, that the ending that it had, where they had this Predator killer suit? Do you remember that at the end of it?
Oh, yeah.
But apparently the ending of that was when this thing opened, this box or coffin or whatever it was meant to be Ellen Ripley that was going to be inside it.
It was Ripley or Dutch from Predator was going to be with their options.
Yeah. It would have been interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I heard objection hearsay. I heard that apparently the ending of the Predator was going to tease into a third Alien versus Predator movie, and it was the scenario that I heard for the planned ending was it opened up and it was going to have, I think, a face hugger in like those test tube things, and it had a recording from Ripley saying that blah blah blah, blah from the Australian.
Right.
That's what I heard. That could be.
Imagine that they had two decent options there, like you said, Dutch or Ellen Ripley, and they went, "No, you know what? We'll stick with this stupid Predator suit."
Fuck fuck that. Who wants Ellen Ripley? We want the fucking Iron Man at the end. Yeah, just do that. Fucking shit. Pro Physical Media says Idris Elba inconsistent voices Knuckles was frustrating, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought he did a good job. Idris Elba as Knuckles.
Yeah, I didn't notice any problems.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job, but maybe I'll watch it when it comes out on physical and maybe notice something wrong. JPM says Spirited Away. I guess it's when we were talking about anime films. That's a great shout though. Pro Physical Media says Transformers 96. Another great shout. I don't know how I forgot about that movie. Probably said he is, but there were naming issues, hence the fact they didn't use the name.
The Red Sonja one.
We're crossing over earlier topics. I noticed. Prophecy Media says Top Gun is a bromance film, not an action film. Maverick has some mushy bits, but is more action orientated.
Nice. Yeah.
Pro Physical Media says Halloween Town had 4 films. The last, they recast the main character Marnie, and I refused to watch it. He also says, I didn't hear that, Sophie. Ari from Cruising the Money.
I like it.
Look, he's not
Nos is like, yeah, I'm not listening.
In London and Life Force.
Pro Physical Media says,
how did I forget that film?
Well,
yeah, how do I forget Minority Report?
I've not seen that film. I've not
Such
seen
a good
it.
film.
What?
You heard me. I've not seen that one.
It's a good film.
Prophecy Media also says hashtag all musicals matter. I disagree.
Not all of them, no.
I disagree. Dr. Impossible says just watch Hot Shots. From cream to laugh, dead meat, great name for a jet pilot. It's the antidote to Top Gun. And Sylvester, how do you say that? Levay?
Yeah.
He wrote the TV music to Airwolf.
There you go.
So is he saying if I didn't like...
Yeah, if you didn't like Top Gun,
watch Hot Shots, okay.
Is that the one you told Pete about, Gareth, when you was doing your watch?
Yeah, he used to watch that after we watched Top Gun together. Yeah.
Has Hot Shots got Charlie Sheen in it?
That's it. Yeah,
that's right, Jack.
Yeah. Where are we? Pro Physical Media says Banshee chapter, great creep factor in that movie. Hidden. I really appreciate that he's telling us what topic.
Yes, thank you, Nos.
Thank you.
It makes it easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's really good. Linda is going to bed, so good night, Linda.
Good night,
Thanks for watching.
Right. An hour ago, so she's probably gone.
Yeah, she was gone 2 hours ago.
Sean Sheridan says Nightmare Beach is a hidden gem of a horror movie. Cheesy in 80s as hell. Cannot recommend enough. Although, if you don't like 80s cheese, maybe not for some people. I'm sure that film is on 88 Films label. I'm sure you can pick it up on it. I think it's the Italian.
Right.
Which one's that Nightmare Beach? Because I confuse it with Blood Beach.
I think the poster that I've seen is a guy is like a motorbike helmet with like a
I think that's right.
Yeah. I think it's on 88 Films. Dudley says, "Great stream, guys. Thank you very much, Dudley. Appreciate it."
Yeah.
Pro Physical Media says Sinister was full with potential that fell into predictable jump scares. Unfortunately, that is true.
Yeah, that's what killed the movie.
Yeah, I've got like a double pack on DVD. I got it in the charity shop with Sinister 1 and 2. I've not seen 2, but I know that 2 is very apparently not good at all.
It's not the worst thing I've seen. It's not great, but it's by no means the worst thing you'll ever see. Yeah.
The one thing that intrigued me about this Tekken one is the copper from the first movie is the main character in the second one.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Right. I like where they're taking that kind of continuity. I like that.
We may need to.
Is the man that played Eddie in It Chapter 2?
Yeah.
It's the same actor.
Yeah.
I've not seen Chapter 2.
Oh, I do not like Chapter 2.
I've got them both on 4K, so I will get round to watching.
I like the first It. Obviously, I've got my It too. So.
No.
Sean says, "Bring back Stu for 6." I have heard it will be a trilogy, so maybe 7.
They can't drag it out longer. Just
they will.
Stu back, kill Sydney off. Done. Goodbye.
You know what the weird thing is? Everyone is screaming for Stu to come back, right? And I said this to numerous people. I guarantee it that they are going to bring him back. And when they do bring him back, everyone is going to turn around and go, "How is he back? They dropped the TV on his head. How is he?" I guarantee you, everyone is about shit. Yeah, it's. I don't know.
No.
It's if you're bringing Stu back, Jesus, sure, you may as well bring Billy back as well. No, don't worry, he only got his head blown off. I'm sure we can get around that.
He just lost his memory for 30 years.
I'm just happy.
He's got his head blown off, but they put him through the little nano machine. And
like even when they brought him back into the last Scream movie, I was there in the cinema. I was looking at my fiance. I was like, "Oh my god, seriously, this is how they're bringing Billy Loomis back." That
was one plot point which I felt was like you're just doing this to go. Remember him? Like I didn't feel it went anywhere. It went nowhere.
Yeah. He just happened to have a child. It's laughable. So you may as well have Stu had a child as well. That'll be the next one now. He'll be the killer in the next one. Stu's child.
I'll be Stu's child.
27. Yeah, it's about the right time.
Dr. Impossible says, "Has Keith or Gareth seen the Rank film called Deathline, directed by Gary Sherman?" I've not seen.
Donald Pleasance in the tube stations in the 70s, and there's like a cannibal living under in the tube line.
That does sound familiar. Yeah,
it's got a cameo with Christopher Lee in it.
I've not heard of it.
I think that's later. After that one,
right.
We'll find out.
Was it? Where is it? You say it's set like in the underground, like
London Underground in the 70s, and people are disappearing.
So is that? It goes sounds similar to Creep from 2004.
Yeah,
very very similar to Creep.
Very similar.
But it's a 70s. It's a 70s movie.
Yeah, it's got Donald Pleasance, Christopher Lee, and a few others in it from that time.
I might have to check that out. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, Donald Pleasance is the copper.
Okay.
But proper stiff upper lip English copper.
So this next comment, I'm guessing this is in regards to films to video games.
Yeah.
Professor just said The Hitcher in the same style as Until Dawn.
Ooh, I've not seen The Hitcher. But...
Oh, come on.
That's actually quite brilliant. That is actually a good idea. Yeah. That would work.
There
No,
That would definitely be worth
do it. Make it millions. Go on.
it.
Start coding.
There's that new game coming out though, because I really like Until Dawn. There's that new game that looks similar called The Quarry.
Yeah, that's right. They've already brought out. I'm almost sure they brought out 4 more games, like Until Dawn. After that,
Yeah, it was
There's
like House of Dust series or something. It was called. I forget
Yeah,
what
it's
it was
like the
called.
VR
Yeah.
game. For Dawn.
it's a horror anthology franchise, isn't it?
I didn't play those.
I've
Um,
only
Right.
played.
Until Dawn was great though. I love that game.
Yeah.
It just looked really realistic, didn't it? Well, there you go. They can make an Until Dawn film.
Yeah, but why? It's pretty much an interactive movie as it is. Until Dawn.
Yeah, there you go. Just leave it be.
Dr. Impossible says Graham Humphreys did the poster art for the UK release of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Then Warner in the UK commissioned artwork for both VHS rentals and cinema poster for Elm Street 2.
Right.
So are they? So is he saying they're different from the ones that I know are the posters? Because I'm a bit confused. So you know that like not Elm Street 2. I love that poster because you got Jesse with his girlfriend in the mirror. He's got like skull face in the glove.
Yeah.
I love that poster. I'm not the biggest fan of the film, if I'm honest.
No, I don't like it.
This one, you know?
Never seen that before. That's new to me.
That's the rental one.
That's the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I've never seen that artwork.
I've
only
only
seen
seen one I have in my box set with though.
Hang on, yeah. This one's the.
Oh,
I don't know if this is the one he's thinking of for the second one, but the first one. A couple of versions.
they're not particularly good, are they? To be honest,
Yeah, there
compared
you
to
go.
the actual paintings that we've. Oh wow! Look, I'm so jealous, Keith. It's unbelievable.
It's a well
Isn't it just just let me see. What's up?
And drop
Keith,
it.
I have a question.
What's that?
Do you think Scream Factory are going to get Elm Street and do a box set like the Friday the 13th?
Yeah,
I reckon they will.
I think so.
Yeah, because I need that in my life.
Money in the
That's
bank.
the one I have here with this one.
Ah. Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
On a
And I
different-
presume that's the one you were talking about, Jason, is it?
Oh, I fucking love that part.
I've
Yeah,
never seen
that's
that
Yeah.
artwork.
so
That's really
good.
cool.
So
Yeah.
cool. I love it.
Beautiful.
I really like the second film though,
Yeah, the second film's a bit weird, but you know.
without saying it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think Screen Factory will get them.
Yeah.
But I question whether or not it'll be better than that box set.
I'm not-
Feature-wise, it definitely will be.
Yeah.
But when it comes to build,
presentation, probably not. Yeah.
not a chance.
I was going to go and get my box set, but I can't build it. I've got the old US
The DVD.
the snapper case set. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
fucking love that. Like, I love that.
I
set.
love snapper cases.
They are fun.
Sean says, do you miss rental shops? I'm not a physical media guy. I buy digital, but I do miss Extra Vision and rental shops like that from my childhood.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to have one around the corner for me. It used to be
I
like
miss it so much.
Hmm.
I really do.
That's how I saw Grabbers. I rented it from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Without a rental shop like that, I wouldn't have discovered this really kind of hidden gem little kind of monster movie.
It's weird, like, you know, when you think of memories of, you know, because I'm such a passionate fan of movies and movie collecting, but whenever I think about movies, I always think about, you know, going back into when I was younger, going into video shops and trying to picking out these obscure titles that you've never heard tell before because you've never seen the trailers to them or anything. You just went into you rented so many movies completely blind. You didn't know what you were getting, and I loved it. I have such great memories as a child renting movies.
All right, I got a question for you. If you had a time machine, would you go back and stop the internet being created?
Yes. But the only problem is we won't be talking here about it. So
I'd be in the video shop right now. So.
in a way, yes, I would love to see.
Go to order
Yeah.
and
Would you go back in time would you go back in time and make sure Blockbuster buys Netflix?
I didn't realise Netflix had been around for so long.
Yeah, because they were similar to Love Film. They were like a movie delivery.
I never knew this.
Delivery service.
I just thought it was just like a streaming.
Because I used to use Love Film back in the day. Do you remember Love Film?
Yeah, I used Love Film loads before.
Yeah, I used that a lot.
Waiting 3 days for your film to turn up, and it was a random one of that.
To be fair, though, with rental places like Blockbuster, I mostly preferred it for video games, because if a game came out at like 40 quid and you don't know if it's going to be good, I'd rather have it for a couple of days and then see if I like it. Like, it was much better for video games because
definitely it saved me a lot of money.
Yeah.
That did at the time. I miss all of that. I really do. I was only just saying it there not too long ago on another stream. But like we're into May of this year. We're actually nearly in June now. Sorry, and I think everything that I've bought this year, I've only physically bought 2 movies. That's how bad things is over here. You just can't buy anything.
Yeah,
it's frightening. I think it was Spider-Man and Halloween Kills. Amazingly enough.
Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere in my town to buy new stuff. There's all CX.
Wow.
There's no HMV or anything for
Jesus
miles.
I've got a HMV about an hour drive away.
Yeah,
wow, that's a bit of a spin.
Well, I'll say an hour, probably less than that, probably about 40 minutes. But it's about an hour on the bus because I can't drive, so I get a bus everywhere. But it's about an hour on the bus, 40-minute drive. And I've got like a CEX about 15 minutes away.
Wait, I'm like 45 minutes away from Dublin, and the only thing that's in Dublin is a company called Tower Records. And I was thinking about it there the other day. We were going to take a trip down, but then I went onto their website, and every single 4K movie they had on it they were selling them for €40. Not a chance. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Why is that? Is there a problem with getting things into Ireland?
No, because we're an absolute fucking rip-off country. That's why. Simple as. It's nothing to do with getting hardship getting these things in. We're just a fucking rip-off country. That's it.
So when we come to see you, when we come over to Ireland to see you, make sure we bring a lot of money with us, so we won't be ripped off.
So the conversion rate is good.
Yeah, I would love to be able to tell you that I can take us around to like great movie shops and all that. Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. The best movie shop you're probably going to see is probably this room. That's the hype of it.
It's not a shop, though. I can't go into your room and buy stuff.
No. Well, yeah.
Are you selling that alien all the discs?
I'll buy that. Putting holes in your collection, buying that. Just keep coming. It's been a really good stream today. Like loads of interaction. I really appreciate everyone that's coming to.
Wow, that's great. It's great.
Ask questions and chat and stuff.
I told you it's because I'm here.
Where's the bucket, man?
No.
He's so mean to me.
I'm not. You're just so vain. It's not my problem.
Nothing but nice things to say about you when she's on my streams or on the messages, and then now I see the truth.
Yeah, I'm always really cringy when I talk about you on Gareth's stream.
Pro Physical Media says RE Deathline is 1972 and star Lee and Pleasance. Cool. I need to check that. I need to put that in my brain and remember it and actually see if I can give it a watch. Sean says TV on head not impossible to survive.
CRT would kill you.
TV on head not impossible to survive. From and fun fact, they were going to bring Stu back for Scream 3, but it was scrapped and now no one has ever said he's dead, where Billy has said to be dead.
Well, Billy got shot square in the head.
I could be misremembering Scream, but I swear for some reason my brain is telling me that Stu was shot and then put a
no,
TV
he's
on his
stabbed.
head. Oh, he's stabbed. Okay, yeah.
And then Billy stabbed him somewhere where he's like bleeding out a lot. So.
And they hit him with the phone. You hit me with the hoe.
Yeah, but that wasn't the script, was it? It's just like.
Yeah.
Love that.
Valentino guy says the Dark Pictures anthology from the Until Dawn developers were fun 2-hour horror tales, but lacked the character story and actual horror of Until Dawn.
I love it. Scared me half to death. But,
that's just good information. Dr. Potter says Network have Deathline on Blu-ray with the original stunning UK quad poster artwork.
That's cool.
Cool, yeah.
I have to look into that.
Dr. Boston says yes, Jason, and Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2. Coolio. Dr. Boston says Warner Home Video Australia used that US artwork on the rental VHS. Then Entertainment in Video UK used the US poster artwork on the rental and retail releases. Cool. Why is this frozen? My chat's frozen. Let me go down, you slag. And Sean says Golden Disc is decent for DVDs and 4K. I don't know what Golden Discs are.
No, Golden Discs, not over here. They don't sell a single 4K release over here.
Yeah.
Golden Discs, the DVDs are fine. You can get plenty of DVDs in it, but definitely not 4K. And the odd time that they did have 4K, they were ridiculous prices.
Yeah, I never heard of them.
Yeah, it's what we have over here in Ireland, unfortunately.
Right, I might have to bring this to end because
can we just get my phone?
It's not letting me continue the bloody thing.
Let me go on the phone and see what I
have. New 4K for us is $24.99 in euro. That's £33 apparently.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, okay. So that's 34 euros if a 4K is 24.
Exactly the same disc.
That's the last comment anyway.
If you were to buy one, if I were to buy one over there.
Say that again?
If I were to buy an Irish disc, I guess it's all the same region and everything.
Oh, yeah. It's all the same. It is.
Just price is jacked up.
Dudley's asking Gareth a question.
Must be the ferry crossing.
So, guys, we've come to the end of the comments, so I think it's good time to... What do you say?
It's a question for Gareth.
Oh, I see it.
Oh,
do I own Neverending Story on VHS? Yes, I do. And the second one. I don't have the third one yet. And I've got the 7-inch single as well for Lamal.
That he asked?
If I had Neverending Story on VHS.
That is probably one of the best or most surprising 4K transfers I've ever seen.
Oh.
The only problem is the version that I have of it is the German cut of it. So that means Lamal's song is not in it.
Oh, what's the point?
Yeah.
That's half the film done already.
Yeah.
No, but there's a scene in Stranger Things to do with Neverending Story.
Oh, yes. At the end of the last season, wasn't it?
And it's brilliant. It's so cheap. It's so good.
You thought Top Gun was cringe, yet you love that bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm going to end this stream with an interesting topic quickly. Sean says physical media is dying. That's the fact, sadly, at stores at least. Any DVDs I buy are from Zavi, CX, and Amazon.
Yeah.
I can't really comment about it because it's been dead in this country for years now. So,
yeah.
I'd say definitely in store wise, I'd agree. Unless you're going to a charity shop or CEX or a HMV over here, there's nowhere else. I don't believe HMV are going to be here forever. When they go, that's going to be the last main kind of big storefront in the UK.
You see, I think people kind of get physical media confused by these stores. Because every time someone says, I go onto YouTube and is physical media dying? I instantly turn around and I go, well, I guarantee you Arrow Video and Criterion and Second Sight will all think very, very differently. Because I don't think they'll disappear anytime soon. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like people have been saying this for years that physical media is dying. It's all all digital future. I don't see an all digital future. I still think there'll be a market for physical media.
I think there's too much talk about it, to be honest with you. I see it on YouTube a lot. People talking about it. Putting out videos, and I was like, how about we just wait for it to happen instead of just talking about it? Like you said, Jason, they have been saying this even before 4K. They were saying the physical media was dying, and then all of a sudden the 4K format came out. It'll be around. It'll probably be. I still expect to be buying physical media even into my 60s, 70s. I really do.
Do you just ask you guys, just as a physical media collector, do you see 4K as the final physical media format for movies?
Yeah.
When they try to do like 8K, which is ridiculous.
Even though I'm trying to buy an 8K television. Don't ask me why. I want an 8K television. I don't expect there to be any 8K like when it comes to physical 8K discs.
Yeah.
Red Sign is not an 8K. Be very disappointed.
Well, I've actually had an 8K television already, and I actually sold it. It was the one thing I've learned when it came to 8K. If you find an affordable 8K television, don't buy it.
Yeah.
And I learned the hard way. It was fucking shocking. It was. So I'm trying to I want to get an 8K OLED TV, hopefully LG.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get one.
See, while we're talking, there's been more questions. What's the time? Well, we've got 7 minutes. 7 minutes, because I kind of want to go to bed. Right, Dr. Bush says, big question, Gareth. Do you own an Never Ending Story on a Warner big box with a suggested retail price of £64?
Unfortunately not. Yeah.
When you say unfortunately, is it something you're after?
Well, I'd have it if I could get it, yes. Not one I've acquired yet.
Pro Physical Media says, our naked eyes cannot process any difference between 4K and 8K, so 4K will be the last. Okay. That's the last comment, guys. So thank you everyone for tuning in and chatting with us.
It wasn't.
Asking what? It's not here. Look, it's not here. I'm at the end. So it's not here.
Yeah, that's Peter.
See, I couldn't see it. Anyway, we've got to call it tonight now. But yeah,
Sorry,
Keith,
Peter. You're unwanted.
Keith and Gareth, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem at all. Thanks for having me.
Always nice.
So yeah, thanks for
coming. Did you get
a
question?
No.
My chat is frozen and I can't scroll down to see them, so I'm just ending me up.
Standard.
It's just come through.
Okay, here we go. Last comment. Last little thing. Here we go. Soph.
Thank you.
Hi, Peter. I hope you're doing well. We're ending the stream now, so I do apologise, Peter. But we're going. Anyway, oh my God, why is everyone just now? It's just been like formal comments. Go on. Chat, man. Anyway,
he's basically telling you to kindly fuck off.
She said, I said nothing. I'm
a lady. I'm nice and polite.
Can we please end the stream? Please, can we just end the stream now?
Yeah, I've got a number.
Right. All right, I'll see you guys very
soon.
Wait,
Jason.
Yes.
No, I'm only kidding. Come on.
I might be doing some more streams a bit more often than I have done. This is like my third stream this year, so it's been going very slow. So I'm hoping to do a bit more than I have done.
Sadly, I won't be here, guys. Sorry.
Look, zero watchers if you're not here. As you keep so thanks for everyone for coming. Thanks for chatting with us. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Gareth. Thank you, Soph. We will see you next time. Have a nice week of work if you're at work, guys.
Monday soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.